all screwed up. Do what? Who? It's easy.
Yeah, that's it. Go get wet real quick. The old switcheroo. What's up? What's up? What's up? Splooge. So what's up with y'all? Hello, hello, hello. I'm only about 50 miles from your house, huh? Cool. Still liking Texas? Yeah, we live here.
Cha. What?
Okay. Did you smack your finger?
No.
Oh. Right, sit down.
What? You want me to?
Entertain your guests. I sit down, I get double chin, so I'm standing.
Oh. So. Did you bring the iPad too?
Yeah, I got the iPad.
What's going on?
Butt lickers. You probably should have done it on it. Look.
Oh. 50 miles from your house. Cool, cool. Still like in Texas? Yeah, that's cool.
Tight.
Here I am, Rick. What's going on, Charlie? What's in the vape? Wouldn't you like to know?
Stuff and
Okay.
things.
It's just regular old crap.
Vape stuff.
Where in Texas do y'all live? Well, right now in Lubbock. We came down to Brownsville to check a couple things out. Did the truck break down? No, it did not. I just preventative, you
How
know.
fucking rude is that guy?
What?
Does Selena's big butt fit in that chair? Does your ugly face break mirrors? What?
I didn't. Where's that comment at?
It's right here. It's a message delete. Oh, Chaka got it. Good shit, Chaka. It's like USA Rick LP.
Oh, maybe he's just being funny.
Maybe I was too.
I mean, you got a big butt.
I mean, that's rude asking if it fits in a chair.
She got a nice big butt. Here, I'll go ahead and throw it down for a minute. Look at that thing. All right? All right? Look at that thing. It's huge. Love it. It's great. Thing's like a shelf, man. Look at that thing. You go down her back, go boom, and it just goes, hey. You know. Look at that thing, man.
It's got substance.
Yeah.
Full hot mud. That's magnetism.
I wouldn't even trust it.
No, it's not even magnet. We were talking about putting a phone on there.
Yeah. It's 18 degrees in Detroit. Yeah, I saw Kansas City was like 4 degrees with a wind chill of -10. What's up? What's up? What's up?
It says it's 41 or
So Rick says I'm hideous. I guess he was meaning to joke with you.
yes. Okay. It's
So
41
don't get all
degrees here.
bent.
No. I'm gonna get a butt hurt. I'm gonna get a super big butt hurt.
So no, the truck is not broke down. Just doing preventative maintenance on it right now. Had I thought when I went up to Idaho and stuff a couple weeks ago, I started losing a lot of air whenever I'd be hitting the brakes. I'd just be bleeding air out of the primary tank. It was dropping like crazy, so I thought it might have been the brake chamber getting stuck open, with maybe a mud or snow getting packed in it or something like that too. Turns out it was a relay valve that was bad. I couldn't track it down, so bad relay valve, you had to order it. And then I was getting a couple of codes on my DPF again.
They're trying to say it's the filters again.
Yep, no, he didn't.
Oh.
I had to correct it.
Oh.
They had to tell him what happened. So what we're looking at though, I had a knock sensor showing low efficiency and possibly a DOC sensor, he said. So doing that, hopefully I'll be done by Monday. And then I'm hoping it's just a clutch adjustment, but my clutch brake was getting bad, couldn't get it in the gear very good. You can feel it getting a little wonky in there or something. So maybe just an adjustment, might be something else. So getting that checked out. Like I said, hopefully just an adjustment, make it easy. So
Man.
hopefully.
Need your glasses.
No.
Okay.
It's cold in upstate New York. Don't let the cartels get you. I don't
I don't think that's a thing here.
I don't think there's much thing here as it is over in like Juarez and stuff like that, but that also doesn't mean it's going on over here. Like we're right here. What Matamoros is
Stones throw away.
right over there.
Like 5 miles away, probably
Yeah.
10 miles away.
Have you always been a big butt kind of guy? I didn't realize I was a butt man. I was an ass man until I was in my 20s. Truth.
You were watching Selena.
Oh, actually, that's kind of funny. I was actually watching the movie Selena, that J-Lo was in. And then J-Lo was doing this one scene, and I just remember it caught me, where she's sitting on the wall out in front of the house with her boyfriend. And I had to tell Selena this when I realized I was a butt man, that he says, like, hey, I was hoping to make a baby in you or something like that. And she jumps off the wall and she's like in spandex pants. And J-Lo's ass, like her back dropped and her ass was like a shelf. And she goes, let's go make a baby. I just went, ooh. I go, I want to make a baby in that too.
Stupid.
At least a butt baby. And that's where I realized I was a butt man. So that was like 25 years ago now. I realized I was a butt man. All the years that I went without knowing.
Yeah. And then here comes along the real Selena.
The real Selena's a bigger ass than J-Lo. Yeah, she had the thing is, if you go back and watch the real Selena chick, the one that died, and you compare her ass, they actually have very similar big heart-shaped heinies.
Yeah, and it seems to lose a few pounds. I got itty bitty waist too.
Yeah, she got a real small waist, thick hips, big protruding bubble butt. It's great. Looking at it right now. There you go. I guys miss watching you both. My truck driver husband used to watch it, but he was killed July 30th. Some asshole driver pulled out in front of him without looking when he was on his motorcycle. Well, hey Loretta, sorry to hear that. That sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks a lot.
When he was only a block from the house.
Uh-huh.
But her husband watched us all the time
Oh.
before he died. Well, I'm sorry about that, Loretta.
Yes.
I mean,
That's a rough one right there.
yeah, like I said, you're always at a loss for words for that kind of stuff. I
wouldn't.
don't know what to say.
I'd be in an insane asylum right now or something like that. Are you?
Hello guys, love Brownsville. had to leave my home there through divorce. Could always move back, right?
Or to a different house.
Yeah, just to a different house. I hear there's more than a few. No, that's what I want to hear from people too, because we're down here looking at properties and stuff, and the ones that we had in mind, we actually had one that looked really good
Yeah.
online. Got down here, we checked it out, we're like, eh.
Yeah, that's
So-
it's a little bit less than taken care of.
Have we moved there? No, we have not. We're just checking it out. We're just doing a little
Exploration.
exploratory trip to check a few things out. We still want to start a gaming channel.
Yes. Yes.
Her and Dustin and Brent.
You guys can subscribe to our Ball and Chain Films because we're going to be changing the name of it, but it's going to be the same. You know, if you've already subscribed, you'll still be a subscriber.
Have we got the COVID yet? It's whipping my ass as we speak.
Yeah.
We already had COVID back in 2020, and all the variants
Haven't got it.
haven't, and we haven't gotten vaxxed, we haven't gotten anything. So,
Yeah, we got it because we were in Everett.
yeah, we were in
When it-
Everett, Washington in
when it broke
2019, 2020 when it broke out.
Yeah.
We both got really sick. Doctor gave us a Z-Pack for it, and we got over it. And ever since then, though,
Nothing.
Alpha, Bravo, whatever,
Delta.
and now Omicron or whatever, we haven't gotten sick. It's been really weird. We haven't been sick since.
Yeah.
So I guess we got the good one, and it's kicking all the other ones out. So that's all I can.
Yeah.
It's the only answer I have for it, because
Either that or our hand washing game is strong.
yeah, either that or I already got AIDS, so I don't have to worry about COVID. Move to New York. The weather is great. -1 as we speak. Yeah, that sounds great.
Uh-huh.
Actually, we came down to Brownsville the worst week.
Yeah, it was snowing on the way
It's
down
goddamn almost freezing. It was snowing in San Antonio last night. We're goddamn, I'm just trying to get away from this crap. Get all the way down here, and it's in the 30s today in
Yeah.
Brownsville, and
With winter weather warning
with
advisories.
winter with chill warnings and all this stuff. It's like,
Yeah, talking about hypothermia and all this other stuff. And I'm really glad that we couldn't get to the beach because that would have been a really cold walk.
yeah.
Kind of like when we went to the one up in Astoria. That was really cold then too.
TJ Jones, Blow the Woods, what's up? Dread. You need to get the vaccine still, though.
No.
Okay.
Well, we don't.
My buddy just came out this past week from California. Him and his wife, and they're both teachers, and they've both been double vaccinated. He just got COVID again. It's like, what was the point of that?
Yeah. So
He was on his goddamn deathbed.
Yeah. So everyone's entitled to their opinions,
I mean, I get it.
but our stance is no.
People want to say yes or no. We already got sick, so we have antibodies. So no need. You know what I mean? It's like that's the typical pathology of a virus. That you get antibodies, you shouldn't need to go get vaccines.
Yeah. Yeah, because
That's the whole point.
The whole point of the vaccine is to get the antibodies. If you already have them, you don't need the vaccine.
Yeah, and it actually, the shit doesn't work. It's already been proven. Even the CEO of Pfizer, within the past week or two, he already came out and said, if you get 2 shots, if you get double vaxxed, it has little to no effect, if any. The actual CEO of Pfizer came out and said that.
Yeah. It's online.
So
You can go Google it.
you can Google it, go look it up. And the guy says, now he's saying the only real means of some degree of protection would be if you got a 3rd shot. But then it's going to become a 4th shot.
And if you're not wearing the N95 mask and throwing it away after each use,
Yeah, it's
it
useless.
does no good anyways.
Yeah, you just,
So,
if everybody has AIDS, then nobody has AIDS. Right?
right? So, but everyone's entitled to their opinions. And
Yeah, do what you
they
want.
think. Do what you want.
But
we don't push
we're-
any ideas or opinions around here. I don't know. I know nothing about any of it. I know nothing.
Yeah, Meatloaf died today. The singer, Meatloaf.
He would do anything for love, but he wouldn't do that.
But he wouldn't get vaccinated.
Well, you don't know that.
No, I don't know. It was the speculatory cause of death, though, was COVID. Which probably means he had a heart attack and they're going to say he had COVID.
Change the subject.
You have to wear the N95 mask? Yeah, if you can find them, I guess wear them. I don't wear them.
They're expensive as shit for a one-time use.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm good.
He had cancer.
Oh.
Yeah, I was going to say I saw a picture of him too. He did not look healthy even a couple of years ago. He was.
And his what, Wikipedia?
His Wikipedia picture, because I
Photo.
went to look up what happened to him on Wikipedia.
Horrible.
And he did not look good back in 2019, 3 years ago already. He did not look good. So let's go take a look. Where are we at? What's going on? Here we go. What's up?
Yeah, what's up?
Been out there vaping, eh?
Yep.
Trying not to blow up the smoke alarm, eh?
But I think I have little smoke holes out here.
Oh. Let's go here see where we're at.
They got little smoke holes all over.
Yeah.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good, how y'all?
All right.
It's a weird little pool they got out there.
Yeah. Weird parking lot too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whoops, sorry, I missed some comments. Oh, damn, a whole bunch of comments. Sorry.
We're not talking about all that anymore.
Oh, we already went
Yeah,
past all that.
Yeah.
Where are we at? We're in Brownsville, Texas right now.
He said, does anybody really know what meatloaf wouldn't do for love if he wouldn't do that? Take finger to it? I don't know.
That's hilarious. What would he do for love?
But he won't do that.
But that one thing. He won't gargle hot loads. That's right.
It probably is a good, anyone can use it. It's like something they don't want to do. It's like, I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that. So that
you
song matches for what anybody's thing that they won't do. I'm just saying.
The holy hell are you talking about?
Stuff and things. I'm using my brain. I have one of those. He won't get married.
Nice frigid night out here. Vapes carrying like crazy. Freezes it in the air.
I've had a couple of these. I'm getting warm.
Get you all 5%. You know, the shitty thing about, we're just reading Stella.
Oh, yeah.
It says now.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Yep.
600 years of brewing heritage. All went
Uh-huh.
to shit the moment it moved to Missouri.
Yep. Thanks, Budweiser.
Butt wiper.
Yeah, we just kind of missed sunset. Sorry you don't get a look at a good sunset tonight.
It was a cloudy one. There was no sunset. It just got dimmer and then dark.
Yeah. That got dark pretty quick. Right, and after that, I'll go back inside. People starting to drop off, man.
Oh,
We don't like you just sitting there outside,
you
man.
need to jump around like monkeys and entertain us.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I missed that one. I already did that earlier.
So, yeah. What? the hell? I was tripping. So, yeah, hanging out in Brownsville. Tomorrow we got some more houses to go look at. Gonna check around town more. She's been checking out different jobs around town and everything too, of what jobs are doing here and if anything's paying and stuff. And it looks like things are paying better up in Lubbock. But then again, real estate's more expensive up in Lubbock too. So,
Yeah, well, we
But I
looked at
mean-
a cheaper house today here down here, and we know why it's cheaper. Because it was shitty. Looked really nice in the pictures.
Yeah, the one over on the golf course was nice.
Yeah, that one was nice.
Almost lost my shit. I wouldn't buy a house yet. I think if we were gonna go pretty much if we're gonna move anywhere else, we'd go and rent there first and then, what are we using instead of cigarettes? Vape pipes?
Cigarettes stink.
We vape. What?
Cigarettes stink.
Yeah, Selena used to smoke, I used to chew. And it's like,
We were matchmaking.
yeah, match made in heaven. She'd blow smoke on my balls and I'd spit in her butthole.
Gross. Nasty.
Dallas, I wouldn't look to go anywhere like Dallas or Houston or anything like that, or Austin. I don't want to be in a big city. I'd rather, like, Lubbock is like 250,000 people, just enough. There's no traffic, it's got everything you want. Wascom, Texas, where is it? Wascom?
Austin. Austin. There's a Weston, like between here and McAllen.
I don't know.
Weston.
I mean, there's so many small towns in Texas too that you can move to. But yeah, looking around down here, yeah, McAllen Far, Edinburgh is a little bit better than Brownsville for freight. I mean, anywhere down here, you know what I mean? I don't care about having to chug across town to go get a load. But, I-20 Texas, Louisiana,
No.
passed by it a million times. Haven't never noticed. Have to go take a look. I don't know.
Might as well move to Baytown then, I guess.
Port Arthur. Why not move down to Port Arthur? Beautiful. Paradise and waiting. The bugs down there are enough for, worth the trip.
Shit, I'd have to work out just to fight those bugs, dude.
Yeah, those bugs in Port Arthur are huge.
We met this one beetle, and I swear to God, he was walking around like this. He's like, do you lift?
Yeah, there's a
lift, bro?
big old beetle in Port Arthur one night.
Yeah.
We were dropping off, was it the Veolia place?
Yeah.
Somewhere we were dropping off our chemical weapons thing that we were doing.
Disposal place.
Yeah, disposal place, and we're hauling mustard gas. Anyway, we were walking across the parking lot to the main building so we could go take showers at their place there. There was a beetle sitting out there. This thing was huge.
And his front arms.
But his front arms are super buff, and he
he's
turned
like-
around.
And he will like follow you.
Yeah, he turned around because he saw us walking up to him, and he's like going, "You lift, bro? You lift?" And he's like moving, watching us with these big old buff arms and stuff. Like, dude, this thing's been hanging out at a chemical plant too long, man. He was buff as shit. He was tripping us out. Like, we were looking at him like, "Oh my god, dude, that is the biggest bug I ever saw."
Yeah. And then his front arms, he had like Popeye arms, dude. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
That bug was a trip. We didn't get to take a picture of it either. We didn't have,
We weren't allowed to.
we were all afraid. Like, oh, they said no, absolutely no
I took a picture of the
photography.
gator there, though.
Yeah, they had a gator on the property too that we took a picture of. That was cool. But we had to do that.
Well, we weren't allowed to take pictures, not because it was Veolia, but because we were doing stuff for the UN. It was part of the UN peace treaty agreement to dispose of all the mustard gas in the United States. And we were part of the last team to dispose of the last remaining bits of the remnants of the mustard gas.
And we got certificates for it
Yeah.
from the UN.
Yep.
Thank you. The UN thanked us.
Yes.
So thanks, guys, for
Yep. They said our name in the history book as part of the people who helped comply or whatever.
with the UN. Was it UN or NATO?
The UN.
UN.
UN peace treaty.
Peace agreed.
Peace treaty.
Although if you good money to be made driving loads out of Laredo or McAllen. Although if you get caught,
Yeah.
I had to take that one in for someone. What are you talking about?
What do you mean if you got?
What do you mean if you get caught? It's called produce or something. Huh?
I have dung beetles. Yeah, I don't know what kind of beetle this was, but
He was huge.
dude, I swear, he walked around with his front arms like this, and I swear it looked like he worked out, dude.
Yeah, he was buff, man.
He was buff. He missed leg day though, because his little back legs were all like just regular little legs.
Look up a dung beetle. So,
It's not a dung beetle.
I don't know. But yeah, so we're the main thing around us being down here right now. We had a few extra days while the truck was in the shop. I just popped off yesterday morning and said, hey, it's a great smaller city. It sucks that it's in Illinois. Yeah, Champaign was nice. We like being there. No,
No, he
not
had,
that this was a big. I think it's more like black and green or something like that. But he had big old buff arms on him. They were like, whoa.
yeah, he had some seriously huge.
Yeah, I liked living in Champaign. Yeah, being in Illinois, and then of course the weather from time to time. The summers were nice. I like the
Yeah.
weather during the
I
summer.
liked when I
spring.
was delivering mail because I worked for the post office for a while, and then I'd take a picture every day at the end of this road and watch the corn. Well, it wasn't. I didn't take it. Was it every week I took a picture or every day?
No, you're doing it every day.
Every day, and it was going up inches every day. Like by the end of the week, it had grown like over a foot.
Yeah. Now, being up in Illinois is nice when the weather was good, and then winter, I mean, I just had to work out in it, so that sucked. But other than that, being up in Illinois is nice. And Illinois is a nice place. It's just, I mean, stay out of Chicago and everything, but
It's Illinois.
it was nice.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah. It was
cool.
nice if it wasn't for like being difficult to get your CDL transfer.
Yeah, just
and
Illinois was-
taxes and
The actual state of Illinois was
Yeah.
difficult. That was it.
yeah,
So,
yeah. The landscape was beautiful.
yeah, I
I
dug
lived
it.
there.
Super green. The pastel green of summer was sweet. I liked
such
it.
a deep, rich green.
Yep.
Let's see if I got.
And then, like Lubbock is cool. It's a decent sized city. It was a little bit bigger than Champaign, Urbana, but it's got everything you want. It's the reason we're down here looking too is we're thinking about different places in Texas and everything. You know, like, do you want to live in tumbleweed Texas or tropical Texas? You know, being down here, we've been down here during summer and everything, and it's cool. You know, it's a border town, and it's got its moments. You know, like anywhere. Lubbock can be a little bit sketchy. Yep, that's what we went through, Neil. We had Nevada CDLs and they wouldn't let us transfer them. Yep, you have to start from scratch.
Yeah, turn
That-
it in and go back to
You
school and
literally
get a
have to-
permit. And
I would have to take my Nevada, well, I have a Texas CDL now, but I have to take my CDL down, turn it in, go back to trucking school and start all over again. It's like, why would I do that? That's stupid. Thank you. I got a job offer there. Just wanted to know how you felt. Where about? Oh, about Champaign? Was that?
look how green. Look how green it was.
Yeah, look at that corn, man. Isn't that sweet? That was a picture she was taking every day on her postal route. When you work? 2020?
Yeah.
Your vlog is stretched.
My what?
Our vlog is stretched. The hell? What?
And then look at this. This is the biggest praying mantis I ever saw. It was on the mailbox when I was trying to open it. That thing is huge.
Look how huge that baby is. I remember she sent me the picture that day. Didn't you, like, not even deliver
No,
it
I
out?
just, I went off to the side of the mailbox and pulled it down super slow, put the mail back in and put it back up super slow so it didn't get knocked off.
That thing was huge. No, Illinois is cool.
Mhm.
Just couldn't do anything with it, you know?
I think that's the biggest praying mantis I've ever seen, man. It was the size of my hand. And there's some more perspective of how big, look. Like, I know that one, but, like, it, like, takes up almost the whole, like, half of the mailbox lid. It's
Yeah.
fucking huge,
I
man.
think it was massive. Did y'all like the San Antonio area? Yeah, San Antonio's cool. Being downtown this morning was cool. it's too big of a city. I don't want to live in a huge metro like San Antonio, Dallas, Houston, anything like. I don't want to live around all those areas. I'd rather stay out a little bit. Yeah, houses. This is what I was saying in the video earlier. Was waiting, coming down here to check things out now, renting for a while, but I'm waiting for real estate to take a dive. That's what I'm looking for before we make a big move on buying a house. You know, I want to buy the dip,
Yeah.
wait for prices to drop so I can put money in when it's low. Why pay 300,000 for a house now if it might go down to 175 in a year, you know? Because remember your history, it's already happened before, it's not like it can't happen again, so.
We have a big
Actually,
ass parking lot, someone that's parked right next to us.
Luis, interest rates are going up right now. I think they're up to 3.8 now, that the inflation, you know, has kicked in a little bit. That interest rates are starting to go up, so you're starting to see that. Isn't Texas property taxes is a bit high since there's no income tax? Typically, you find in a lot of states, they all average out like that. If you have no state income tax, property taxes might be a little bit higher, or maybe your car registration is a little bit more, or you get higher sales tax or something like that. It all kind of plays out a lot of the time.
Yeah, except for.
There, except
sales tax
for,
and-
except for California, Illinois, and New York. California can be more favorable on property taxes, but their state income taxes, sales taxes, registrations, insurance rates, all these other things are
I
through
think
the roof.
sales tax in Texas, well, in Lubbock County is 5.7. The car insurance, or car registration was only $300.
Yeah, where property taxes might be a little bit higher in Texas. We pay very little on insurance, we pay very little on car registration. No state income
Yeah, we got
taxes. I
3
mean, so
cars.
you save in a bunch of other ways, but you might put out a little bit more in another area. And then if you, say, buy a cheaper house, then you're actually saving more money.
Yeah, like our car insurance is super cheap.
Yeah.
Got the brand new pickup, BMW full coverage, and the other car, and it's only like $250 a month.
Yeah. Wait for the housing market to drop off at this point. If you haven't bought already, you're not trying to,
Yeah, wait.
just wait. Wait another year. Rent for a while. Give it some time. Buy the dip. Let that shit go back up again for 10 years and sell it off again if you want to, you know what I mean? Or buy low and just keep it. Yeah, houses will drop and interest rates will go up. Yeah, I mean, what we're looking at with inflation right now, they're forecasting is going to be like the late 70s again. Because, you know, was it interest rates in the late 70s when Carter was in office? All the inflation they had going on, housing rates went up, or mortgage rates went up to like 14, 15%. And it just killed the housing market. You know, nobody was buying until Reagan got into office and started deregulating everything and brought the rates back down. So, too many people moving to Texas? Yeah, probably. What size house are we looking to get? Probably at least a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,700 square foot, nothing major, you know. If we find a deal on a bigger house, we'll go ahead and grab it. But have we checked out Corpus Christi? No, we have not. I've not gone to Corpus Christi yet.
I mean, we kind of drove by it today.
Well, we drove within the vicinity of Corpus Christi
Yeah.
today, but we did not go. What's up, Luis? What is F that? Oh. Yeah, I was going to move into an apartment, but rent is like $1,400 for a 1-bedroom. Luis, where do you live?
Yeah.
$1,400. Do you live in New York City?
Austin.
I was gonna say, but for a house in, Memphis. Oof.
Get the hell out of there.
Yeah, get the hell out of there anyway.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing in Memphis?
Yeah,
Screw
Memphis.
that. At least move over to Knoxville or something like that if you're gonna be staying in Tennessee. Memphis. Oof.
Heard good things about Corpus Christi. Yeah, yeah. Hi. It's great if you're a crook.
No. Corpus Christi?
I'm
Oh.
just spouting garbage over here. Don't listen to me. I don't know.
I don't know enough about Corpus Christi to even.
I know it is.
I know it's a big, like, spring break retreat place. You
Well,
know.
so is South Padre
And so
Island.
is South Padre, and so is parts of Florida and all that
Yeah.
crap. And so. yeah.
Everywhere else that nobody wants to live is just a vacation
Although, I need to sell
destination.
my house no more somewhere else. Doesn't make much sense either to. I bought my house 10 years ago at the low, but for me to sell my house and move somewhere else doesn't make much sense either.
Well, if you sell when it's high,
Two-family rental. Rent's $2,200 a month in Nashville for an apartment. See, we're paying, and we have like one of the most expensive rents in Lubbock. We're paying $2,200 for our big old house in Lubbock right now. So, and then with the money I'm making, it's like it's more than doable just to keep paying that rent.
but
you know?
now since we moved there, because we didn't have an option really when we moved to start with, so we had to take that big old expensive house. But now, if we wanted to downgrade to a smaller house, the rent cost is what we cost now.
Yeah, the rents I've seen were like $2,000 a month now in Lubbock for just small houses. So it's
Yeah,
like,
well, we could have got for 1,400
yeah.
last year, but they weren't available because every time we bid for one, they were gone. So it's like this, it's like we ended up with this because nobody wanted to pay this amount of money, but now they all cost that. And now to get a house our size is like $3,000 a month.
Yep. So are you rolling in the dough? Rates should be good for another year. When I'm working, I am.
Yeah, when the truck's not
When
being
the truck,
stupid,
when the truck's not being
or there's
stupid.
holidays.
Or holidays. Yeah, getting through the whole, I actually made less money through the holidays than, because everything's stupid. You figure, oh, the holidays, everybody's banging out money. No, the holidays suck. Because they have to work around the holidays, and when you can get drop times, you gotta sit around extra days and all this shit, and it's like, no, it sucks. So Jim Saran says, I'm divorced, but luckily I had 3 homes at the time, and my ex got 1. Hey, man. 2 to 1. You won. There you go.
I mean, if you're fortunate enough to have assets like that to split,
Yeah.
most people are not lucky to have that. They just-
No, when I got divorced, I ended up homeless. It sucked. Sleeping on couches and trying to get my life back in order.
Yeah, first time I got divorced, I was homeless. I had to go live with my mom.
Oh.
Second time, I left him with the house. I had to go get something else.
So Omar Zarilla says, if you had to be a company driver again, which company would you choose?
Tri-State.
Huh?
Tri-State. They just sent us that big old thing. They're paying a gajillion dollars.
Well, that was just an average.
Yeah, but,
You can make that kind of money doing all kinds of shit. You ain't got to haul explosives to make $1,800 a week.
well, it's guaranteed though. Like we had, that's
No, it said that drivers are averaging 1,800 to
3,000.
2,200 a week or something like that. It's like, that ain't that great, dude.
Yeah, that kind of sucked.
Nashville is full of douchebag fools. Yeah, I wouldn't move to Nashville.
I don't know if you want to be
It's
a
too
company
big.
driver, you could come work where we're working there. He's paying, well, he's got enough miles to make it worth your while.
I mean, Omar, if you had to be a company driver again, which company would you choose? There's so many variables to that.
Yeah.
Depending on where you live, what you do, you want local, regional, over the road, hazmat,
Do you
dry
want-
van, reefer, tanker, flatbed, everything in between. I mean, there's so many jobs out there to go do. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
That's the other question. There's so many variables to that
How
kind of
much
a question.
experience do you have?
Yeah, experience levels, what kind of money do you want to make? Do you want to get paid by we go back to CR England. We love CR England.
Yes.
I go be a trainer at CR England.
You know who I would call? I'd call little guy.
For what?
I thought we were being facetious.
Oh, he's a recruiter, that's right. I was like, what does little guy have to do with this?
Oh, I thought we were talking shit. I thought we were being funny. Apparently I'm not funny.
The women always gets the lion's share in divorce proceedings. Yes, they do, Jim. My urging to anybody coming up in the world today, especially younger guys, don't get married until you are financially solid and find a good woman that you want to actually share your life with and have children with. Because I can tell you right now, if you're not gonna have kids and you're not gonna have a family and do all that kind of crap, there's really not a whole lot of advantage for a guy to get married nowadays.
Well,
Don't
unless
bother.
unless he meets the right chick.
Okay, well, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah. Well, and it doesn't matter.
It's finding a needle in a stack of needles.
Well, and having kids and all that doesn't necessarily mean you should get married either.
No.
That's even a less reason to get married. If you're married before kids, that's different. If you're married because of kids or after kids, because you had kids with that person, that's a bad reason.
It shows you how to have kids if you wanted to have kids, otherwise had kids, then it would show you how to
I'm
have
sure
kids.
somebody could follow.
Oh, little guy didn't change companies 50 times in 5 years.
It was only
It
45.
was only 25 times in 5 years.
God, get your facts straight.
God, everybody gets straight, man.
If you're gonna
Stop
talk
backing on a
shit.
little guy if you don't know all the information. God.
Yeah, if you're gonna talk shit, know what you're talking about, man. No, actually, he'd probably laugh at this whole thing right now.
Oh, I know. No, if anything, we know Matt. We know little guy. He's actually a fun guy to talk to. I like him.
He's a little bit full of himself. For no apparent reason. Well, you would think he's like an A-lister Hollywood star.
He is. What are you talking about?
He's a D-list YouTuber. What are you talking about?
Shit. Okay, it was 6 years. Yeah, probably right.
What?
What? The right chick is hard to find nowadays. Yes, it is. What's good, guys? Glad you're getting home time. Well, we're not at home, but
We got quality time.
women are giving a favorable ruling 9 out of 10 times in divorce and family court. Just a benign fact which makes men marriage shy and women sad and needy. Sounds like Neil Delta Kilo. He's in the MGTOW movement. That's what it sounds like. He's been red pilled.
Yeah,
big
he's
time.
been red-pilled.
So have I. Don't worry about
But
it.
then you gotta ask yourself.
Don Schonger, just stay single. It's a lot easier.
But you're not, so get over it.
Well, I'm not, but I'm just saying. Like I said, okay, I found this as far as, because I've been divorced before and everything too, and everybody knows this about me. Had I not found her,
Yeah. I'm
had
special.
I not found her,
I'm special.
I would have stayed single for life. No joke. I would have been out. See ya. Bing. I'm going my own way. See ya. I'm over here. You know, divorce will set you back. Women overall that you get into bad relationships with, yes, they will deter your life heavily.
Well, the problem is people get with people, and then they just end up staying with them when it's not the right fit because of for whatever reason.
Yeah. Well, Neil puts it perfectly. Red pilled, but not black pilled. Not MGTOW. I love women, but you got to be extremely careful.
Yes.
Very, very,
Very,
true.
very
That is
careful.
the truth. So you got to be very picky about who you let in your life.
And that goes for anybody,
It goes for anybody.
not just guys. I mean, just because the courts are in the women's favor, although there is a reason why it started swinging that way, although it went too far. Oh,
Yeah.
holy shit. Thank you, Charles.
What's up?
He just sent us $20, set a 12-pack on him.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, no, it's like, I hate the way society's gone. It should be back in the days where fucking guys go to work and hey hun and this and that and play catch with the kids out front and family matters and all this other crap, and nobody gives a shit about family anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gives a fuck about family.
And having a family used to mean something. Being married used to mean something.
Dropping loads and chicks used to mean something, you know?
Yeah, and just getting married with a shotgun.
Yeah. When your dad goes up the front door with a shotgun. Nowadays, your dick is a shotgun. It's blasting away, man. That's how I feel about it.
Well, there's consequences for it too now, I suppose. 20 years worth. 20 years to life, depending on what kind of kid you got.
See, and like Dawn said a good thing too. I'm
Yeah.
49, set my way. So am I. You know what I mean? I've developed
But you
attitudes
find
about
somebody
things. Yeah,
that
she's willing to
mixes-
put up. She's willing to put up with my stubborn lines on things.
Like, I have my own super fucking hardcore opinions, but I love him, so I bend for him.
Bend over.
Oh yeah, that's what. No, we're like-minded on so many things.
Yeah. No, that's like marriage isn't worth it anymore and stuff. Because it is so hard to find a good woman nowadays.
I wouldn't say it isn't worth it. It's just on average.
No,
it
I'm
isn't.
just on average that most marriages don't work out. Was it 7 out of 10 first marriages end in divorce? 8 out of 10 divorces are initiated by women. So it's the women
Wanting divorce.
filing the divorces on their guys, want to move on to a bigger, better deal, and they think you're not worth it, and they don't stick by your side.
That's not. Well, that is biased and one-sided. That is not always true. Why women file for divorce and leave.
I don't want to hear it.
I've got one on
Every
both
chick's
sides.
gotta just sit there and keep on going.
I got one on both sides. of
Guys
that
aren't
fence.
even allowed to talk their own shit. It's like, no,
Well, when you're saying it like it's fact, because I got one on
It's
both sides
fact.
of the
It is
fence.
fact.
I got one on both sides of the fence.
7 out of 10 first marriages end in divorce. 8 out of 10 divorces are initiated by women,
But
and
not because of what you said women file for.
most of the time it's irreconcilable differences.
Most of the time.
But it
Sometimes.
doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Most of the time, divorce is initiated by women. And they want to go to Mandingo parties. No, if you can be objective about how the verbiage is made of this, that it's not just guys, it's for everybody. It's men and women.
It's men and
It's
women.
everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody's screwed up. There's bad guys out there. There's bad women. But that has to be acknowledged.
Now maybe women just make a bigger scene about it, and then the courts side with them and all that. So it seems to be more of a woman thing, but it's like.
But yes,
being a woman.
overall, because
Yeah, overall, yeah.
because society and courts are very biased towards the men in a lot of these situations, especially having to do with kids, that yes, if you are a single dude right now in the Western world, the way the system is set up and the way women are, for the most part, it is not worth getting married.
I dread.
Cheaper
the
to
day
keep
my-
her? No, it is not.
What? Cheaper to keep her?
Yeah, the old saying, it's cheaper to keep her. No, it ain't. I don't care how much you got to put out.
Oh yeah.
You gain so much more back. It's not even funny. If you get rid of a bad woman,
Yeah.
or you get out of a bad marriage, even if it cost you everything you had at the moment, I can rebuild it quicker. It's like when I got divorced the first time.
I mean, if you got 10 kids, maybe it's cheaper to keep her.
No, because then I can get away from her and go bang other people. It's great.
We still could married.
Yeah, but it's just
No, I
makes
know.
it easier. And then
Yeah,
she's
the
gonna
rules.
keep all the kids anyway, so I can just be
Yeah.
throwing meat darts in every butthole in town. Screw it.
No, I dread the day that my
Classic
kids.
until your paycheck gets affected.
I dread the day my boys meet some chicks, especially like wanting to get fucking hooked up with Madison.
Yeah. Classic. Until your paycheck gets affected, you don't give a darn. Well, my paycheck got affected for years. My child
18 years.
for 18 years. My child support just ended a couple months ago.
Yeah, we got
What,
last
a
month.
last month we got a letter from Nevada State Family Court or whatever that my child support was paid in full, all done. So I was like, hoo-hoo.
Then you got decent women like me who just close the case.
You give yourself a pat on the back.
I deserve it. Nobody does that shit.
I know. I complimented you for it.
I know.
Still have 1950s courts who think women can't enter the workforce. and can't produce for themselves. It's misogynist a little, really bigotry of low expectations against women. Yeah, because 2/3 of the people in universities now are women getting degrees.
You know,
Yeah.
it's irritating to hear all this stuff about women, 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 because I'm a woman, but I'm not any of those women because I defy all of that shit because I went out. Well, no, I'm just saying, like, it's hard because I'm a woman and, you know, all the, you know, passion of the women, but I'm not because I went out, got a union job, I've had careers, did several different, you know, it's like, I get torn because I know I'm not those people, but when, you know, everyone starts like, oh, the woman is, you know, it's like, oh, you know, and then it's like, but I'm not one of those.
Well, women are also conditioned to not accepting criticism like this either.
Yeah, but I don't know what it is. It's like it's an involuntary thing that I have to remind myself.
Well, yeah,
that I'm
because
not-
you're a woman and you lump yourself in as a woman, but you're going to try and defend yourself.
No,
but
I'm an
saying
attack
that I'm not
helicopter.
that kind of woman.
I
But,
identify as an attack helicopter.
uh-huh.
I guess I'm more fearful of being labeled as one of those women because I'm not.
You're not though.
No, I'm not.
You're sitting over here with me. You don't have to
No,
worry.
I know,
about
I know. I guess I'm fearful that I'll be labeled that incorrectly or unjustly. I'm not just
it. No, it's about statistics.
Yeah, no.
It's about
no.
facts. That's all. Don't get your goddamn little string in a bunch.
You wanna come pick it out for me?
Take a dog.
Nope.
Taylor says, I identify as a failure.
Aww.
Aw, poor guy. What's wrong, Taylor?
He can rent
Aw.
our basement.
Hey, you can move into our basement if you want.
He can snuggle with Dustin.
Yes, women earn more bachelor's, master's, and PhDs too. The majority matriculating to college and grad school are women. Yep.
Yeah, but what do they do with it?
Yeah, but what do you do with it? I mean,
Nothing.
what's the
Fuck the
value of the
football
degree?
team.
It's in education or social studies or something like that. Yeah.
They go and they fuck the whole lacrosse team.
Yeah.
That was the.
I got my master's in sucking dong
I
all
got my
through
master's
college.
in cake stands, bitch.
Yeah, woo! Got my PhD in the cock carousel.
But I got a hot bod.
One third of people regret divorce after 5 years. I regret not getting divorced sooner, if that's what you mean.
I've been divorced twice and I regret none. I regret that I did not do it
Well,
sooner.
it's like the old joke goes, what? You know why divorce is so expensive? Because it's worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I should have done it a lot sooner. Shouldn't have even got married the second time. Well, and definitely not the first
Or
time.
third.
No, definitely the third time. Third time should have been my only time. It makes sense.
But. That's the best thing. What's his name? Jimmy, the little kid on crutches
Oh, yeah.
in South Park. When he goes to tell Wendy, yeah,
Cunt.
he's like,
Cunt.
when Stan or Kyle or whatever says, go over and tell her that you're a continuing source of inspiration to me.
Yeah.
And he goes, hey, Wendy, you're a cunt. You're a cunt.
Kyle says, you're a cunt.
You're a cunt. You're a cunt.
And she walks away.
You're a cunt. And she's like, you're an asshole. You're a cunt. Continuing source of inspiration to me. That was so great. You're a cunt. You're a cunt. You're a cunt. Oh, shit's great.
And she walks off. Fucking. To the Mandingo party.
Yeah, right? So, third marriage is a charm, eh?
Mm-hmm. That's what they say.
That's what Taylor says.
Yeah, third time's a charm.
Third time's charm.
Yeah.
Or it will be the death of me, one way or the other.
Well, at least you can say that, you can honestly say you tried.
Women are getting degrees and majors in 18th century Eastern European lesbian sociology or explorations in underwater basket weaving.
Hey man, that'd be hard. I blame it all on social media.
Looks like I'm getting gray. I've been gray for years, dude. This has all been going on for a long time. At least my hair is still managing to stay pretty dark.
Better than mine.
Yeah, this is 15 years right here, dude. I've been getting gray like crazy. It's been ongoing for 15 years. So I'm gray. I'm old.
You're married what?
Fucking old as shit.
I've been divorced once and we still get it along great. She'll be married and has 2 more kids. That's good. Yeah, obviously y'all just weren't made for each other in that sense.
At least you can still be friendly. Now, I'd
Do
say,
you have kids with her?
yeah, if you have kids with her, then you got to stay in some degree of contact.
Yeah. Well, I can say,
I'd probably say if I didn't have kids with the broad,
yeah. Well, I can say
I'd stop picking up those phone calls.
it took a long time with my first ex, so he was civil. Actually, until Jeremy came along and he liked Jeremy, so it all got better then. Oh, he's got 2 kids with her. Well, that's good that you guys still get along then. And she's got more, huh? She's busy. That dude's got 2 kids with her, and then she's got 2 more.
She had 2 more after that.
Yeah, 2 more kids after him.
Things like a busted slice of meat, pepperoni pizza.
We went on cruises together, and I went to their wedding. Well, that's good. I mean, that's good. That's good for the kids.
Yeah, it's good for the kids.
Yeah, it's very good for the kids, especially you guys get along. It means you guys can parent together still. Obviously, the other dude is not a douche because you could handle to go on a cruise and go to their wedding and all that. You know, you didn't threaten to drive your pickup through their living room and shit.
Yeah, I mean, for the kids' sake, if you can stay friends, that's cool. I couldn't.
Well, that just goes to show that, you know, they realized they were okay for friends, not for a relationship.
My what? My daughter's father calls CPS on me every other week.
That's horrible.
For what? I mean, for
well,
over
he's
what?
the stepdad or the step-boyfriend or
Oh,
whatever.
the stepdad or something, yeah. And that's a hard thing too. I mean, it drives you out. It makes you want to just, you know, if you're in that position where you're getting CPS called on you all the time because of somebody else's kid, it's not even your kid.
Oh, the Don guy, his kids are grown, 25 and 23.
It'd definitely be a thing. Like, it would probably come to a head, especially if you got, like, say, the dad calling CPS on you all the time.
Yeah.
And then if you're dealing with your wife or whatever the situation is, and if she can't do anything about it or
Well,
she
yeah.
can't back you up about it, then it becomes a thing where you get wedged out. You know, it's like
Well,
you're just
he's
driven
obviously
out.
calling because she's bitching and he's tired of hearing about it. Either that or she needs to ditch the dude.
Like I said, as a step parent, it would be very hard, but in your own self-interest, your own
Oh, yeah.
sanity and your own safety, it might mean you have to sidestep, you know? I mean, it sucks, but
Well, they call Wolf long enough and then they'll put contact.
yeah, that too maybe, but they still have to show up.
That's not-
CPS has never had so many complaints. One CPS call was because I had pallets stacked next to my house and it was unknown about smoke detectors. Oh, like
That's
the
just
pallets
petty.
could catch on fire and oh.
That's just petty.
Yeah,
Go
it's all
home
petty
when you
shit.
go get banged
But like I
somewhere
said,
else.
if it keeps happening, like I said, you get to a point where you got to keep your own sanity as well, you know, and that it's just a
As
matter
long as
of,
you know you're doing the right thing, it doesn't really matter. Oh, was that yours?
it was just email.
Ah.
Somebody ripping it up out there. I usually ride my brakes all the way down the grapevine. Mark
them warmed up.
keeps them warmed up in case I need to use them.
Stupid.
Taylor is such a dick. That's why you gotta love Taylor.
Yeah. Our original fan.
Our OG fan, my first autograph. Taylor was my first.
Our
The
first
guy,
autograph.
TTGK, that's Taylor. He came back over to, was it Auburndale or
Yeah,
Lakeland?
from Tampa.
From Tampa. He rode his motorcycle all the way back, and I gave my first autograph.
We.
Jesus fucking Christ, what?
Dude, it ain't all about you. It's we.
I just remember signing it.
I was there too.
Yeah, but you know, it's cool.
I want to go there. It's
Too,
we.
I'm too cool for school, man.
It's
What do you
we,
want?
bro. You're getting too used to this. It's all about me shit out there all by yourself. It's we.
Taylor still keeps the autograph in his pillow. And he wraps a cozy little ankle sock over his penis. And does missionary on his bed. He gets cotton herpes, making love to his pillow every
I
night.
have a crooked dick.
Mark, if you're scared of the tiny little grapevine, then you're not going to like it out west. When are we going to start selling some merchandise?
It's for
What?
sale on every video.
Yeah, it's just go check out our videos. It's right there in the banner, dude.
Yeah, it's right there in the bottom banner. 6ix9ine Mafia.
You can see all of our stuff. 6ix9ine Mafia, Trucking with Selena, Ball and Chain Films, all that shit. You just wanted to meet Selena, really?
Thanks, Taylor. Love ya.
Oh, shit. Whatever. Because I just want to get a look at her butt. That's all it was.
Tell me you're going to buy a new truck so I can go back out on the road with you. Oh, that's not what you want to
What? Yeah, I was looking at getting a new truck after a while too.
So?
Because Selena's going to try and force her way back into the truck.
It's only because I got kicked off of it. No.
Wait. When are you guys going to start? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jim, just go, if you want to look at some of our, we haven't been selling much for a while. You know, it's always been
there on
there.
every video.
It's there though. But yeah, it's been a few years since we've really been selling a lot of merchandise. But
Yeah, it's,
I mean, if you want some, go
it's
for it.
below every single video.
Yeah.
Every single video.
But it's right there in our videos. Every time, go check the description. It's on Teespring, and
Yeah, it's a
all of
little,
our designs are there and
it's that
everything.
little thing of t-shirts
Yeah.
and stuff right underneath our videos. So that's
Yep.
actually our merchandise.
Any one of our regular videos, not live feeds, typically, I think, you'll find all of our merchandise right there in the videos. Loving this truck market right now. Just sold our truck for 5 times what I paid for it was new. Yeah, even
we
my
can
truck,
sell our
I
shit box
paid
right now for more.
$27,000 for my truck, and it could probably sell for 50 or 60 right now.
You see, here's the video, the live feed, and oh, look at that. That's all of our merchandise. Well, you just click on one of it, and it takes you to our page with all of our stuff available.
There you go.
Easy breezy.
Take the escape ramp. If you lose it, don't be like the dude in Colorado. Yeah,
Yeah, commit suicide.
110 years of prison, even though now it's knocked down to 10 years, but still.
You
You
still
want,
killed people.
you want to, and don't kill people, hello, but yeah. But a lot of times too, taking the escape ramp can mean you might die, because those things, sometimes you will plunge right into them and bust your old truck apart and everything, and it eats you up too, and you get killed by the gravel blast coming through the window and all that kind of stuff. It's like getting hit with shrapnel. But if you didn't kill somebody else, at least I guess you got that to take to your grave with you, that you did the right thing.
Kids and a family of 5 going to church and shit.
Some truth in that. Yeah, it's kind of shitty though. Like even my truck right now, paid $27,000 for it, and I'm seeing things where these trucks are going for like 60 grand now. My truck is going for $60,000. It's like, what the holy hell is going on with this? Did I miss anything? Oh no. No? Sorry, I was just checking. What beer are we drinking?
Stella Artois from St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah, from Budweiser. Yeah, just came to find out. Right there. You can see that. I'll probably need the other camera. This pisses me off about all of these import beers that I've loved forever. Brewed in the USA, Stella Artois, St. Louis, Missouri. Budweiser owns Stella Artois now, which it was from Belgium, I think, or
Yeah, it's
something.
Belgium, yeah. Yeah, now it's not even,
What a pisser, dude.
it's not even imported
Now it's a
anymore.
goddamn Budweiser beer. Just like
Garbage beer.
back in the day when they took over
Beck's,
Beck's, Lowenbrau, got bought out by American brand years
Anheuser
back.
fucking,
Yeah, Anheuser-Beck's. Beck's used to be like the top German lager, and it's been owned by goddamn Budweiser for years now. Stella now is now a Budweiser beer.
and it didn't get cheaper for not being imported.
No, still same price.
It don't taste the same, that's for sure.
No, it doesn't. It's not as skunky as it used to be, for
It
sure.
used to be
I started drinking the
smooth.
first one. I started drinking the first one a little while ago. I haven't had Stella in a while, and I started drinking them all. It tastes a little different, and I just started reading the bottle. I'm all, oh, because it's not imported anymore. What do you know? It's being brewed in the U.S. by
Yes.
Budweiser.
Still a couple of weeks ago at that bar, babe. Yeah, Stella at that bar.
What bar? Oh, yeah.
But I guess the tap beer is still imported. Because you didn't mention nothing about it tasting funny. Or when you stayed in a hotel and you got Stella too, didn't you, in Houston or whatever?
I forget. What would be your truck of choice
Yeah.
in case you do get one? It would be a pre-emission KW W900 with a 86-inch studio sleeper.
That'd be number one.
That'd be number one. Beyond that, P3, a P379 with a 70-inch sleeper, P389, maybe a 08 to 2011 pre-def 389 truck.
Two of them. Because I'm going.
Selena insists on a double bunk.
Well, you do for the space.
Yeah.
We don't need it.
I don't want a double bunk.
Five
I want the extra storage space.
I could organize the shit out of it. You'd have enough room. I could still go right now. We could. I don't live in there. We have a house now. We only had so much shit because we didn't have a house for years. Just saying.
No, I did see. Feel me out on this one for a sec. It got my one brain cell brewing was I saw a 2010 Western Star 4900 EX Lomax. All right, Lomax. I always kind of like the Lomax, you know, the ones that are set down low, like for car haulers and shit. But it's got the 82-inch Stratosphere sleeper, a Series 60 515 Detroit for $39,000. Now it's got 1.2 million miles and no rebuild on it, but I was like, it's a 2010. It's got a DPF system on it, but no def. You could easily delete the DPF system. It's got no def. That makes it a little bit easier. It's a 2010. It's got a Series 60 Detroit in it, still with 515 horse, you know, the 14 liter, for $39,000. Now, if I were to pick that thing up for $39,000 and do a rebuild with a guy I know that does rebuilds, and he could delete it and do an overhaul on the motor too. That,
Yeah, we got a guy.
but it would be an 82-inch sleeper with all the storage and shit. A 4900 EX, it's a hood, you know, even though it's a Western Star. But really got me thinking, for the 39 grand, it's 18, or was it 13 speed with 342 rears, but 1850 torque, you know, 515 horse, whatever. But a truck like that, you can pick it up for cheap and then work on it as you go while I still have my other truck to back me up. Pick that one up for cheap.
Pay for a rebuild that you know it's a real rebuild.
Yeah, and then have the rebuild done fresh. I was like, go to ARI and get the truck with it. Yeah, go get you a super sleeper. You're talking about 2 years of experience. You might want to check in on that with doing line haul for LTL freight companies. Go to FedEx, FedEx Freight, Yellow, YRC. What else?
ABF,
ABF, Saya.
Estes,
All of these LTL companies doing line haul, hauling doubles. Estes. You could be banging around $100,000 a year, full benefits, and I think they even take you in with less experience as well and train you. So definitely worth the shot. I would say if you're looking for a company job, I don't want a company job. People ask me like, "Oh, what company would you work for?" I don't want a company job. I want to be an owner op. That's all I want to do.
And you really don't want to be an LTL because they got really tight freaking schedules.
Well, if you work for the company, it don't
Yeah.
matter.
Well,
They'll.
Well, when we did our Estes contract, the ABF had a reasonable time frame. Estes had not a reasonable.
No, they're all different.
Going up California into Oregon and all that, like their time schedule wasn't
No,
feasible.
but like I would probably say the union ones,
Yeah,
Yellow Freight, ABF.
yeah, ABF for sure.
Yeah, ABF was good.
Yeah, they were really.
They all
good.
paid really good. Union benefits, all
Yeah,
these kind of
ABF
things.
paid really
If
good.
you want a job, I guess I'd have to say if I had to go back to a job of some sorts, having a Monday through Friday kind of line haul thing where I went and turned this to that and back,
Yeah.
or went out and ran triangles and was home every other day or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah, it wouldn't be the worst thing, I suppose.
because I used to haul fuel for a lot of years too. I don't know if I go back to hauling fuel
But
as
if you
opposed
could
to
do,
doing
if
that.
you could do line haul and you're home like every day or every other day,
Yeah.
and you're making 15 to 2,000 a week, that's not bad for a regular job.
Yeah.
And it's about the same as you would make OTR, except for you get to be home.
And you're home more, and you have better benefits.
Yeah, a lot better. Yeah, because ABF was.
And you get
still-
hotels instead of having to sleep in the truck.
Yeah,
That's kind of
that's
cool too.
it.
If they keep you out, you get a hotel.
Yeah.
That
Now,
was-
when we were doing the ABF right there at the end with Landstar before
Yeah.
we got the CHI,
Because we're hauling out of Dayton, right?
yeah, we were going to Dayton and then down to Florida, because Florida, that's when Dustin got in the accident when we were in Miami. Or no.
Yeah, that was on ABF,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was, we were doing ABF, we were going up to Virginia, and you thought we were gonna have to drive over to Miami to drop him off to the airport, because we didn't know if he was alive or dead.
Yeah. Well, no, we were over in
The other side, over there where
Cape Coral.
Yeah, Cape Coral, where they launched the rocket.
Because just that morning is when we saw that rocket,
Yeah,
right before that happened.
that was one of the SpaceX ones, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that made some weird shit in the sky, man. Definitely thought aliens were coming.
Yeah, that was some crazy shit.
And we were
What-
not the only ones. There were other people pulled over like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, a lot of people are watching the rocket down in Florida. That was crazy. What's your choice of brand new truck? So, of course, I go get a W900. If all the motors are going to be the same, like a Cummins or whatever,
379,
the P389. Yeah, but a KW W900. And then I gotta say, I mean, sometimes it just takes time. But these the newer models of KWs, those W990s, they've grown on me a little bit.
Not really.
And then there's another Pete model
The only thing
that's
nice,
a little bit more of a square nose. It's not the 389. I forget the number of it.
The only thing nice about the 990 is it's like a 680 inside.
Yeah, it's got a 680 inside. But the
And
like I
the
said,
680 inside
I've seen
is
some of them
crazy.
where the guy I saw one where the guy lowered it. It had a real nice rake on it. These W990s, and actually it wasn't bad. It was like actually that's pretty cool looking.
Yeah. Well, like because it's kind of sort of a hood. It's like an F550.
it's a wannabe hood in a way, but
Yeah, it's like a wannabe hood.
it's not an old school hood. It's a
It's a new.
no,
school
not the
hood.
579. There's a
990.
Pete. There's a Pete a newer model that has more of a squared hood to it, not the 579 though.
But really, when we were at Tri-State and we had that KW,
Yeah.
I really like the inside. I like the table,
Yeah,
and then the chairs turned around and shit.
I think a 567 is what it was. It's got more of a squared hood with, I think it has individual headlights on it, but it's got a slight slope to the hood with a squared hood, and then yeah, 567, and then the sleepers on them, it has like that regular 70-inch 389 sleeper. What's the truck with the really gross V nose?
Oh, the one like
I don't know what that is.
the international, the one that fucking little guy had. That Western Star little guy had. That was a fuck ugly truck. I got my hood. Bitch, that ain't no hood.
No, it's the Lone Star. Yeah. International Lone Star. The one with that big ass hood up.
Little guy had it.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah, ugly. He thought, I got my hood. No, he didn't.
Well, that was the International Lone Star.
Still, no, he didn't.
Yeah, it's like I thought they were cool when they first came out, and it's like now they're kind of like, man, this is kind of played out.
Yeah.
It's like they're cool for a minute, and then
Kind of like that chick in high school. She looked pretty for a minute.
she looked pretty for a minute in high school, but then her ass got about fucking 10 feet wide, and
She married a bad boy.
she got skin tags on her neck, and nipples fucking dropped to the floor. Yeah, like I said, the Lone Stars had their minute. You know what I mean? When they were cool when they first came out, you go, oh, what's that, man? Those are badass. And it's like,
The Mack truck looks cool if it was bigger.
Mac Anthem, they need to put a bigger sleeper on that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mac Anthem could be all right. And
I like
then,
the grill on it.
what was it? I was liking the Mac Rawhides. Yeah, Mac Rawhides were cool for a minute too.
Yeah, the Anthems
They kind
are
of
cool.
came and went though.
Yeah, they're cool when you see them in the mirror, and then when they pass you, you're like, whoa, what the fuck is that? International stole their hood.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because we almost bought one from Lone Mountain. Remember?
Yeah, the Mac.
Yeah, the Mac.
Yeah,
I'm
because
glad
they're
we
cheap
did.
as shit.
Yeah, they were cheap as shit.
$9,000 down at the time for a
Yeah.
brand new truck. It was like, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, and they were only like 140,000 total.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we were gonna do it. I'm glad we didn't because it was really a really small truck and bare bones too.
If it was, well, no, it was loaded. It was
Oh,
just,
it was
it,
really small.
it had a 70-inch sleeper, and it would have been a little bit tight,
Yeah.
you know. Love the old school stuff. Yeah, you know, W900 with a big sleeper on it. That's A1. That's what I would go get. And then beyond that, I get a Pete, and maybe beyond that, a Freightliner Classic with the 84-inch sleeper, or maybe a, like I said, a Western Star 4900EX with the 82-inch Strato sleeper as backups.
If
And-
somebody wants to just give us a truck.
Yeah, if somebody just wants to give us a truck, I'll take it. I'll take it off your hands. Yeah, because when you talk about old trucks and how they last, how many 1998 Freightliner Century classes you still see on the road? Or how many 98 P379s you still see on the road? You know what I mean? That plastic trucks don't last. I mean, if you want a truck that's going to last you a long time, well after it's paid off, you got to look at Pete's, KW's, the old trucks.
Yeah, I can tell you though, if someone ever wanted to give us a truck, I'd be a whole lot less picky.
Yeah. True.
Even if they just wanted to take a percentage, I'd be a lot less picky.
Custom trailers and Pete's are really nice. Yeah. My grandfather used to drive a cab over. He was a real trucker, truth be told. Well, I want to be a real trucker.
Me too. I don't like just holding that steering wheel.
What the hell, man? I want to be a real trucker too.
I want to do more than just hold the steering wheel.
I only drove a cab over for a couple of years, so I guess I'm not a real trucker now.
I only did it with a wooden stool.
Yeah.
Like legit, you drove on with a fucking chair in it, a wooden chair in it.
Well, I didn't.
I thought you said you did.
No, the guy told me a story at trucking school.
Oh.
Yeah, it was funny back in the guy drove back in the 50s or 60s or whatever, and they had whatever old truck they pulled up. He goes, yeah, go, like how trucking used to be. I mean, and I lived through part of this too for a few years, that back in the 60s or something like that, a driver just started with the company, and the owner or whoever said, yeah, go take that truck over there and drive that one. And he went to open up the door, and it had no driver's seat. He's all, turns around, he's like, hey, this truck has no seat. How am I supposed to drive it? And the dude literally walked into the office, into the break room, and grabbed like a 4-post metal peg chair with like an old kitchen chair or something like that.
Right.
Took it out, put it up in there, and says, drive it with that. You can't get away with this shit no more.
No, hell no. If you got pulled in and you're sitting on a chair.
Sitting on a kitchen chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, yeah, right. Or like that one dude, that Landstar dude that you had to park his truck for him, and you had to crawl in on the passenger side.
Okay, the truck this dude had, he had an old Freightliner Columbia. The seat was totally busted with the back piece was totally smashed back.
Yeah, like he was sleeping.
And he was this young black guy. And he's like, he kept on trying to park in this spot. And I think
trying to nose forward.
I think we were in South Carolina.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
He just couldn't get it. And finally, I was sitting across the way. Of course, we're on a Landstar truck too. And he gets out of his truck and comes over. Hey, man, can you help me out or whatever? I'm all, sure. You know,
And mind you, he's an owner op.
Yeah, and this guy is an owner op with Landstar. So he had to have at least 1 year of experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 year.
2 years. You gotta
Is
have
it
2.
two?
Yeah.
That was 1.
Well, maybe 1. Well, 1 year out of trucking school. 1 year on your own, I think.
No. God damn it.
I don't know. I think it's 2 years.
I can't remember anything.
We went to Landstar because I had 2. We couldn't go to R.A. Garrison because I didn't have 3.
So, was it RVT? No, like I said, it was this kind of younger black dude. And finally he comes over because he sees we're Landstar too. He comes over and asks me, hey man, can you help me out? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Because we were watching him for a while. So he just, it was horrible. So, oh yeah, he was nosed up into a spot and he was trying to back out of it. And he just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I go over he goes, hey man, can you help me out? And I said, sure. And then we start walking over there. I go, what do you want me to do? Just guide you out? And he's all, he was real nervous. I go, do you want me to back it out for you? He's all, man, would you, man? That'd be great.
Well, he was obviously frustrated at that
Oh,
point. He'd been fucking that football for a minute.
Oh yeah, he was a monkey. He was a monkey fucking a football. No pun intended.
Yeah,
No racial shit.
racial
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He was a monkey fucking a football. I was just saying, all right?
Yeah. Everybody who drives truck knows once you've done something enough,
Yeah,
you get irritated.
So I go over and I hop in this dude's seat, right? The seat's totally busted. The backrest is totally back and it doesn't come up. The seat is totally broken. And I'm like, what the holy hell? And then he had a Super 10 transmission, I remember, that the way you had to clutch it or whatever, but the Super 10. But the thing wouldn't even split right. The truck didn't even run right. It was such a chunk of shit. And I was like looking at it. And I go, you actually run for Landstar? He's like, yeah, why? What's up? I go, and you got this truck through a fucking inspection? Like, how the hell?
Well, and you had to go walk around the truck to get in the passenger side. The driver door didn't work.
Yeah, the driver door didn't open. Everything was busted in this thing. I was like, dude, what the holy hell? So it was a Super 10 transmission, I remember too, so I had to put it over in reverse, do whatever. But then I'm sitting, holding on to the steering wheel to hold myself up to look in the mirrors because it had no backrest. So you couldn't like just sit there normal and do it. And I backed the guy's truck out. Okay, got it done. And then I backed it out, straightened it out for him and said, okay, dude, here you go. Oh man, thanks. You know, I just couldn't get it or whatever. I'm like, and then I'm thinking, well, his truck, how did his truck pass an inspection for one? How is that truck even roadworthy? I couldn't understand. And then how did this guy even get to a point where he had enough experience to buy a truck, go to Landstar, and get hired when he couldn't even drive? And I was like, Wow, man.
Well, they didn't give road tests at Lancaster.
No, they don't give road tests. They just assume if you got enough experience.
Well,
then
and they
you're good to
never
go.
actually went out and looked at our truck either. We just had to get a DOT inspection, and DOT doesn't get up in your truck. They just ask you to do the air brake thing
Yeah.
inside. That's
No,
it.
I know. That's why it's like, how the hell did this truck even get on the road? So,
Yeah, maybe some motherfuckers need to be jumping up inside the seats.
a little bit.
I mean, I'm glad they don't, because I don't want them invading my home. But shit like that is not safe out on the road for the public.
Well, no.
Just like
That guy's truck was horrible. It
Well,
shouldn't
yeah.
even been on the
Well,
road.
it's like when you're a truck driver, you know, you're upheld to higher standards, you know, you're in charge of public safety. Same thing when I was a plumber pipe fitter. You know, they tell you, you know, you're in charge of the health and safety of the public. You know, it's like there are jobs that are actually important to the well-being of someone else other than yourself.
Yeah.
You're not just checking someone out and giving them a hot dog and a super big gulp with the freaking Piggly Wiggly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get it.
I get it.
Sorry, comments disappeared.
Sorry, the iPad was dying. I turned it off, but my phone's good if you want to look at the comments on my phone.
Really super mattress on the back. Well, yeah, Neil, I guess as far as trucks having no seats, no mattresses, all this kind of stuff, I guess you can say we've come a long way.
Yeah.
And we actually don't have to work like that. You know, it's like revered as this thing like, oh man, you were real truckers back then. It's like, no, it fucking sucked. Nobody wants to live like that. You know? Especially if it ain't your truck and
Yeah.
you're having to deal with whoever, however, whatever. So you don't want to sit there and drive with a kitchen chair and no mattress. Screw that, dude. Why do we have to work like that?
Some of the
I don't
trucks
want
Colin put you in.
Huh?
Some of the trucks Colin's put you in.
Yeah, right.
Mattresses and
Oh
shit.
yeah. I don't want to work like that. You know, I've been down that road too, where they put me in. When I've been a company driver and they give you equipment that is really, you know,
Well,
unsatisfactory,
Okay,
even
like I told
subpar.
Colin. I told Colin. I don't know if it's a fact or not, but I'm pretty sure it is. Maybe somebody out there's a company driver. I don't know. But isn't it DOT regulation when they give you a truck, it has to have a brand new mattress?
Yes, it is
Oh,
because
okay.
that's a biohazard.
A biohazard, yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
you shouldn't be sharing funk with other people.
Yeah.
Oh shit, there are more. What's for dinner tonight? We went and had taco palenque down here.
Pork chop in a bottle.
Now we're just drinking beer. Thank God the trucks today have about the same as a studio apartment and all the tech and newness. Yeah, absolutely. Who wants to go out and drive some old clunky piece of shit with a busted seat and no amenities in it anymore? It's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah. At least Colin gets all those rider trucks.
yeah, and then just everything's just generally gotten better.
Yeah.
I mean, in the past 25 years that I've been driving, it's gotten better.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
people
can say
talk-
that too for myself. It's gotten better.
Yeah.
If I had to go get a company job nowadays, they're kissing your ass. 20 years ago, they treated you like dirt.
Yeah. Now they want to give you bonuses.
Yeah, now they
and all
want to
this
give you stuff like, oh, please, please, drive for us, drive for us. 20 years ago, you can even, like I said, like, hey, do you have spare logbooks? What? Go to the truck stop and buy your own. You know, it's like,
stuff. Yeah, now they're handing them out.
now
like
they're,
candy.
whatever you need, man, whatever you need, just drive, drive, drive.
I'll suck your dick.
I'll suck your dick. I'll suck your dick. I'll suck your dick. What is your least favorite part about driving? Driving?
Not being home.
Yeah. Probably just not being home anymore after all these years of just being on the road and stuff. But it's like another thing too. Like
Like it was okay.
once
when we
you're
were
home,
together.
then like she and I, whenever we had time off, we also hit a point where it's like, okay, we started feeling that need to get back on the road. You know, like we wanted to be back out there in it again.
Yeah, I know.
So I get that.
I've had that for like 2 years now.
What's up, Jared? How's it going, man? Yeah.
You know what my
What's your
favorite,
least favorite part about driving TJ Jones in the Bull of the Woods? Everything.
You know what my favorite part about driving is? Sleeping in the bunk while you're driving.
Oh yeah, she always used to
I
love.
sleep so
She used to
good.
love sleeping while I was driving.
I sleep
That was
so
her
good.
favorite thing because she'd be out like a light for hours.
I wouldn't even wake up at when you
Smoking.
stop. I wouldn't even, huh?
I smell cigarettes.
Oh, must be downstairs. No, like, I wouldn't even wake up when you stopped to get fuel or anything.
Yeah, she'd be out.
Dude, I had
She
the
used to
best
love
sleep
sleeping
ever.
in the truck while I drove. That was her big thing. She loved it.
That was like, I don't know why, I got my best sleep ever.
Yeah, she'd be
Once I got
passed
used
out
to
forever.
once I got used to it, once I got used to the road and the noise and stuff, now I sleep like the dead.
Yep, that was always her thing. She loved sleeping in the truck while I drove. That was her big deal.
Yeah,
She'd be sitting there for a little while with me,
yeah, and I start yawning.
and she'd go, "Oh, I'm
Even
gonna go
when-
lay down for a while," and she'd go
Even
back
when we were
there.
with Drake. Like,
Yeah.
I'd sleep all night, and I'd just fucking go right back to bed.
Yep. She'd be like sitting there with me for a while, and she'd start yawning. So I think I'm gonna go take a nap. I mean, she'd be back there like 8 hours.
Dude, it was the best sleep ever. I don't know why. I just felt so safe, kind of like the first night when I went over to your house. And I just fucking passed out on the couch.
Yeah, that's actually a funny thing. When she and I first started dating,
Yeah, very first dating. Like
the
the first week.
the first
The first night
the
I went
first
to your house.
night though, she came over because I had my daughter that night and everything too, at my house. And I said, well, if you want to come over here and hang out and everything. And she's all, where, your house? And I'm like, yeah, come on over if you
I
want.
was like, oh my god, he wants me to meet his daughter already? Okay.
Yeah, she comes over though, sits down on my couch. And we were playing like Call of Duty, and
Yeah.
hanging out. My daughter and her friend were running in and out of the house and all this kind of stuff. Well, she ends up kicking back because I had like this dual recliner love seat couch with like the gaming shit and the cup holders and all. But she kicks back because it's a comfy couch.
It
I
was.
fall asleep on it all the time. And she kicks back in the other recliner. And I'm sitting there playing some Call of Duty for a little bit. And I look over and she's just over there all. She was out. First
Sound
night.
asleep.
First night she came over to my house. And so she's laying there, she's passed out. And then my daughter comes running in the door because wasn't even late.
No, it
It was like 5 or 6 o'clock. Yeah, it was like 5 or 6 o'clock. And my daughter comes running in and she looks at her and she looks over at me and she's like, is she sleeping? Is she sleeping? I go, what's on? She's like, what the hell? I go, like, what's going on? I'm all. So I just keep on playing Call of Duty. She was out, you're out like 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
She were out. And then you finally woke up and you're all, huh?
Oh, I'm like, I'm sorry.
What's going on? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to fall asleep like that. And I'm like sitting there still playing Call of Duty, just getting drunk. And I'm all,
Dude, I hadn't slept like that in a year. Like, literally.
But it was like after that, and then you ended up moving in.
like 2 weeks later.
Yeah. Then she moved in with me.
2 weeks later,
And
and
then-
then a month later, we got married.
Yeah, right. It was
For
like
real.
all this stuff though, that she started just sleeping and sleeping and sleeping and sleeping. It was.
I felt so safe. And
You were
so
like Jenny.
comfortable.
You were like Jenny with AIDS when you came back to Bile and Battery.
Been sleeping for weeks. No, it was the weirdest thing though.
That was always the greatest joke. Forrest Gump.
Oh.
I love that joke. Somebody made this joke, even though when you watch Forrest Gump, you never really thought about it. The guy was making the thing of Forrest Gump, right? Worst movie ever.
Oh yeah.
Most unrealistic movie ever.
That's two dudes making.
Two of the richest motherfuckers in the world. One's a retard, and he marries the first chick with AIDS. And then Lieutenant Dan, richest motherfucker in the world, and he gets a fat Korean. It was the funniest shit. Oh my god, dude! He gets this fat ugly Korean chick. It's like had all the money in the world, had any bitch in the world. Gets a fat Korean. I thought shit was fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
first chick with AIDS.
And then Forrest goes and marries the first chick with AIDS. I mean, you gotta admit, that's pretty funny.
It is. It's hilarious.
If anybody has a sense of humor out there, you gotta admit, that's just funny.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. You know me, babe. I got the same dirty humor you do. You never have to question if I think it's funny.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Because if you think it's funny, I think it's funny. Truthism.
Keep your audience occupied.
Why?
I gotta smoke.
Why want to smoke? Smoking.
You're smoking all the time. What are you talking?
Hi, Yvonne. So, yeah.
I think I'm gonna start a bunch of shorts. I'm gonna start going to the gym and doing keto and all of that. Miss me? Yeah, I miss me too. I want to be back in the truck. Y'all gotta tell him how bad I need to be back in the truck.
I just had an observation.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Don't ever judge. There's a dude out here in a slammed out Cadillac delivering pizzas.
Nice.
Like it's got pipes on it and everything.
Show them. How are the kids?
It's not a brand new Cadillac.
The kids are good and unemployed, and we need to figure out how to get
You
them
see?
to work out.
It's a black Cadillac though. The guy's delivering pizzas.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can hear it. It's got a little beef under the hood. You know, pipes are good. But it's just funny because you're delivering pizzas in it.
Probably all got leather and shit.
Yeah.
Needs a bath though.
Yeah, it needs a bath. It's not a brand new model, but it just cracked me up. I heard when I walked out, I heard it. It's all pop, 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 you know, popping a little bit. And the dude was over here delivering a pizza. I was like, oh shit, dude.
They want me back in the truck.
All right. Go get in it when sitting in the yard. Right? Cracking me up.
What?
See, all of a sudden you're hugging your bear.
I'm getting whacker wasted. I'm a prize.
What?
I just try to make it.
Just showboating your butt. That's all.
That's all right. I was just trying to make it. I was just trying to make it look good. Gooder. What's that? This sounds gooder.
Alright.
It's my good side. Gotta get my good side.
I would go for the goods. Tramp stamp. always cracks me up. Hi.
I'm just really good about tramp stamps.
That's what I would say. Your chick ain't wearing G-strings, dude.
Yeah, you're doing it wrong.
She's wearing some big old granny panties.
I'll be manly all day.
You got big old granny panties with skid marks and panty pudding.
I can be manly all day, but underneath I got a G-string
Yeah.
on.
She's jeans and t-shirts and shit. It's not what's on the outside. It's what's on the inside. It's what's underneath. Counts.
Yeah.
She wears
Oh, there you go.
t-shirts.
You can hear it kind of
You see if we go screaming at her. Yeah, it's a V6 though. That one no V8.
It don't matter. Sounds better than our pickup.
But that's a big thing I always said too though. You can always tell a lot about a woman by the kind of underwear she wears. If she wears big old granny panties,
And I don't wear no Walmart shit.
she ain't gonna go down on you. She ain't gonna do nothing for you. When you say, hey, tonight can we do it in the backside? She can be like, no, that's gross.
Oh my god, no! Don't touch me there.
Don't touch my no-no spot. Oh my god, my mom said that's dirty. She's not gonna be a sexual woman for you. Huh?
I'm trisexual.
You're a trans?
A trisexual.
Trisexual?
I'll try anything.
I'll try anything. Well, it's like I always said, I'm a lesbian trapped in a man's body. 'Cause I want to dig bush, man. I want to just plow.
Yeah, me too. I'm just joking.
What?
Wait, what?
What's up, Robert? How are the kids? They're good.
You say I look like as good as you do?
I'm taking JD as a woman.
I don't know. Oh, well, thank you. I'm only 10 years older than you. I don't know how old you think I am. I'm not that old. Yeah. Well, you gotta be an owner up if you want to be properly compensated.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's plenty of jobs that are paying better now.
You're
But-
still not properly compensated for the bullshit you gotta endure in trucking.
But I would say what I'm averaging now, like when guys are saying like, I make $100,000 a year. It's like, yeah, but
I make $100,000 every 2 months.
we'll know that now on average after all deductions and taxes come out and everything,
Well, what did
we're
Colin tell you?
we're coming on about 230, 250 a year now. So
Well, yeah. Okay. Well, okay. So what he was told is that when the truck is out of the shop, if he's willing to stay out for a full month, that he'll guarantee him 65 to 70,000
yeah, gross.
gross.
So like he's talking about, I could be doing about 70,000 a month if I stay out for a month straight.
Yeah, and then minus the 30%.
Then, well, yeah, that on average, whatever I gross, say I gross 70,000 for a month, I'll bring home about half. That I take home about 50% of what I gross after fuel deductions, truck, and he takes his 30% off the top. I'll be sitting about, I take home 50% of what I gross. So if I'm doing on average of 45,
Yeah, I'll show.
50,000 a month, then so.
Well, I was gonna just show our last little settlement real quick. I was just gonna crop it so they don't see the important stuff.
Yeah, but we just got our settlement today. It wasn't as much because I was out for almost 2 weeks. All right, hold on, let me.
Yeah, there's nothing important.
This is a settlement we got today. I'll show
There's
you.
nothing important on there. Just the actual raw numbers.
You can see my loads, the 100% rate, the 70% rate. Okay. My deductions of fuel, insurance, Qualcomm.
And that was for
But that was
12 days of running.
That was my take-home pay after everything came out, was almost $10,000 for
That
2
was
weeks.
12 days. No, because you got home on the 12th because,
I'm saying that was a 2-week pay period.
Yeah,
I ran
period, yeah.
I ran 12 days out of that.
yeah, he would have made more, but our friends were coming in town, so he had to come home early.
Yeah, I made $98.73 for 2 weeks, and I was out 12 days. But these were my loads.
How much experience? I think 6 months is for the insurance for Colin.
6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you got 6 months experience, he could use you for something. Might be running milk. He would prefer you to run over the road doing reefers. That's his kind of bread and butter.
Yeah, but he could run you regional. He can pretty much run you for whatever it is that you need to run, except for a local. The locals you're gonna get is milk, and that's only if you live in Lubbock, and you're still not gonna be home every day.
Yeah. But that number right there is what I take home. The one I had before that, because I was home over Christmas,
Yeah.
I made $3,200 because I was only out running for like less than a week. And then the one before that, though, I made over $13,000 for 2 weeks. Took home over $13,000.
Yeah.
So
You want me to look that one up?
yeah, I'll show him that one too.
Okay. Let me look.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be an owner op, there is money to be made. It's
You get in
you
with
just
the right people.
you get in with the right people and you do the right stuff and you can make good money. She's looking at my big settlement for 13,000 and change.
No,
That was
wasn't it.
that was the first 2
No,
weeks.
that was before Christmas. That one was.
Yeah, the first 2 weeks of
34.
that was the first 2 weeks of December, right?
Yeah. I'm working on it. It's gotta go back a ways in the emails.
Well, that would have come out what, the 22nd?
Yeah. I'm almost there.
Yeah, the Christmas over the Christmas break and whatever, my settlement sucked.
Yeah, because you only did 2 loads.
Yeah, that was a shorty. The one I did the first. I'll show you this one. So this is my settlement for the first 2 weeks of December. You see those loads? Yeah. But this was for December 1st through December 15th. You see deductions, $2,900 in fuel, $425 in insurance, $58.97 for the
Qualcomm
shit and
shit.
everything.
75.
But that was
for the-
my take-home pay for 2 weeks. So $13,048 and 88 cents if that matters.
Yeah. And then that is for,
But I was even home a couple of days over that, wasn't I?
yeah.
But
And that's the pay period,
yeah. Yeah, from 12/1 to 12/15, and we settle out on the 22nd.
Yeah.
He settles out the next week, but yeah, I made over $13,000. If I can go out and run now.
Yeah, if you can run, you can
Now
make
he
money.
has a consistent line of loads running out of Texas up to the northwest, and then run apples back. And if I can stay on that line, he said for 1 month he could probably get me on the ups to $70,000
Yeah,
gross.
if he doesn't want to come home.
If I don't want to come home.
If he just, well, and he will be able to come home. Well, no, you won't, because you'll be out of East Texas.
Yeah, those
Don't want
loads
to say
are,
where exactly.
yeah, it's the one thing. Yes, we don't reveal where he gets his loads
Yeah.
from. His bread and butter loads, he doesn't want us to talk
Yeah,
about.
we can talk about all the other shitloads.
Yeah,
but
now
he's got a
I
couple
will say
bread and
they're,
butters.
they're meat loads. They do pay a lot of money, and he has special shit worked out through his direct brokers and stuff that he
Well,
works
yeah,
with.
like he's narrowing it down to where that's the only loads he's going to be taking
Yeah.
is through this one particular place.
Yep.
So for like 80% of the loads. I mean, obviously, sometimes you get into a little shithole town and you gotta go to some little shithole town and get some other connector load to the good bread and butter loads.
Yeah, Texas up to the northwest.
Yeah, and then
That's
back.
what it is. And then we haul apples back. Take meat loads up, apples back, meat loads up, apples back,
Yeah.
meat loads up. So he's getting like what? It was like
It's-
9,000 to
It's
go
10
up.
up and 9 back.
Yeah, 10,000 up and 9,000 back. So $10,000 load of meat up to the Pacific Northwest with a couple of drops on it usually.
And it's got
And
just
then
enough time to do a reset.
You
to
do
come back.
and then you pull a reset because you're doing ag exempt on apples.
Yeah.
And you go over, wait for your load of apples, and by the time you do that and do your ag exempt and all that kind of stuff, hauling the apples back,
You've
it
got
gets
your
you
reset.
it gets you a 34-hour reset, get you fresh hours to go back to Texas, get another meat load, and go back again.
Well, and what he's really trying, because normally it's a reset on both ends, because from Texas to the northwest, from East Texas, middle East Texas to up northwest, you're running just about your shit, and you need fresh hours to be able to make it all the way
Yeah.
back. So,
But if you run
on,
If you can run it just right,
yeah, you can run it just right.
you can run on resets
And he's
and
got
get
the
fresh
one-
hours and just keep moving and
He's
keep
got the
moving and keep
one
moving.
in East Texas down enough where he's going to start having drop trailers.
Mostly Washington. Yes, mostly Washington.
Yeah, a little bit of Oregon
A little bit of Oregon, but then you pick up apples in Tri-Cities
and come back.
and come back. That's mainly what he's doing. And if you can do that on a consistent basis, you want to bust him out, he's your guy. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah,
The
if you
rates
don't
he's getting,
mind- you don't mind Snoqualmie?
yeah, he's getting $5-6 a mile on the way up, and about five on the way back. $5 a mile.
And you get 70% of that.
And
So
you get 70%.
so you're banging on the upper threes after all your expenses in your.
Yeah, you're netting like $3.70 a mile.
And
I
that's
think
like
it is.
after fuel.
$3.70 a mile.
After you give him your percentage and you take out your fuel.
But the basic ratio you can run, whatever you gross, 100%,
50%.
you're going to take home 50%.
A little bit less in the winter. Maybe a couple percent to 5% less in the winter because fuel and all that with the additives, you get worse fuel mileage.
Yeah, winter hurts a little bit, but
once-
meat drops, what? Meat drops in the middle of the night, appointment drops. They're appointments typically because they're
Yeah.
going to be distribution centers and stuff like that. And then like I said, you want to make this kind of money.
Yeah, you gotta
go with the flow.
Yeah, I tell you what, like when we were running, we only wanted one pick, one drop. Always. We made really good money for the time. Like we made more than
I gotta take a whiz.
oh.
You can talk.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I mean, we made, we were banging out good money, for one pick, one drops and all this other stuff. But when, like, when we got with CHI, which we thought was really good money, which he actually makes more now than we did with CHI running team. But when you allow for drops, you actually make more money, because with the company we're at now, most places are more than one drop. I guess it's like a 50-50. You know, a lot of them are one pick, one drop, but a lot of them are multi-stops. But he has made more money now, and he runs less. He sleeps every night. You know, we don't run team, and he makes more money now just by doing multi-drops. It's like, you know, you think, oh, I'm doing multi-drops and this and that. I don't know if it's just because of the rates, or if this guy has a golden tongue and he can just work the deals right. I don't know, but it works out way better. You guys going to dream team again? I don't foresee us ever running team again. I will eventually, you know, when we get a better truck, because this one doesn't have a double bunk or anything like that, and you know, eventually I will probably be back in the truck at some point for, you know, maybe not all the time, you know, but for a week or two at a time, and this and that. And I suppose if I'm in the truck and it calls to, you know, like do a little super solo, like just to make up a little time, maybe I might drive. But other than that, you know, there's no plan for me to actually drive. It'd be more situational if I ended up actually driving again. But I will be back in the truck again at some point. Maybe not full time, but sometime. I don't really, ever since the Iowa thing and the ice and the almost sliding out, and I just, if it even looks like the road could be icy, it could be freaking August and it's 110 out. If the road even looks like it has ice on it, I get freaked out. Now, I can say that for the longest time, I couldn't even drive my own car, and I can drive fine now. So I'm sure that if I ever had to drive for whatever reason and this and that, I would get over it and overcome it, and, you know, just avoid situations like that, you know. But as of right now, no, the plan is to never have to actually team drive again. I'm sure at some point I will actually drive a truck again, but it won't be because we need to do it.
All these half full beers.
Well, I don't know. I must have left it there when I opened up the other ones. What do you want from me? I've had a few. I forgot.
Drink a beer.
You got a full one right here. Don't even open one. I've got you covered. You haven't even opened a beer tonight.
What?
I'm just saying, I'm on it. I'm a good wife. Where are you going?
Over here.
Huh?
Over here.
Why? Oh, I didn't move for you. Okay, your turn to entertain. I gotta go too. Thanks, I have to walk through that cloud.
Yep. Oh, what are we talking about?
They're asking if I'm ever gonna team drive in.
Nope. No need.
Like I told him, I said,
Stay home, make babies.
I wish. I told him, I said, I will be in the truck at some point, and I may have to drive it at some point just to make up time, but that's not the plan to do that.
Did you move to Brownsville? No, we're just down here checking a few things out.
I don't foresee us moving here.
Nah, I'm kind of getting the vibe. It's like just cruising around today. It's like I don't.
It doesn't feel right.
Something's just not.
It doesn't jive.
It's not jiving.
No.
It's like
I think we should probably just head back tomorrow.
yeah, just probably take off tomorrow and head back home.
Have taco palenque again.
Yeah, we'll have some taco palenque. It's been a nice little side treat.
Yeah, no, it was really nice to get out and just have some.
We drove by the Alamo in San Antonio this morning. Like, ooh.
Maybe the weather will be nicer when we go back
Yeah, the
up.
weather should be nicer tomorrow.
Maybe we can go to Alamo on the way back. I don't really.
It's going to be.
It was all under construction.
It's almost a 700-mile drive home. So if we got started in the morning after we check out and just headed back, I mean, we don't have to necessarily go all the way back tomorrow,
But
but
just most of the way.
if we just go ahead and knock it out. I mean, it's almost 700 miles. I'll do it just fine. I don't care. We can be home tomorrow night and sleep in our own bed if you want. We'll just be back a
Like
little
Call
bit.
of Duty, you drink beer?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
if
home
this
on
ain't
couch.
jiving, I don't see much going on here that is making me going, yeah, let's move.
There wasn't enough rentals to look at either.
No, there's
And
not.
then it's like,
We're already in our place, and
this didn't, it didn't scream to me like, hey, fucking uproot everything and spend every dime you got to come here.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it's like
And I'm not afraid to spend money.
I would almost rather wait for the opportunity maybe to move to Florida instead.
Well, it's even at that, it's like, I still want to go to Florida and check it out for a weekend. Like in a car, not in a semi where you're
Yeah, just go down there.
limited, you know?
We'll go down and take an extended vacation and check it out.
But it's like,
We came down here wanted to see some properties and kind of check it out. And we cruised around today, and it was like,
meh.
meh, wasn't screaming at us.
Well, we drove all the way across town and I never felt like I got out of the ghetto.
No, it was all ghetto. It's all barrio. You know,
the
it's
whole
like,
town.
yeah, it's like,
I don't know if it's because it's all tropical and everything's overgrown, or I don't know, but it just
I'm
seems-
sure it has some nice areas. It's just nothing was really standing out so much that we should throw it all into the fan right now
Yeah,
and
just come
go,
down
like,
here.
come down here, man. This will be great. It's like, no, take a little more time.
Lubbock's actually really nice
I'm not-
compared to here. Lubbock is a shithole and it fucking seems really nice compared to here.
Yeah, no, Lubbock's not a shithole.
Well, I mean,
But Lubbock is nicer than here from what I've
Yeah.
seen so far.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some areas of town that are really nice and could be good.
Yeah.
It's just maybe not the time.
It's not the time for sure.
Yeah.
And nothing screamed to me, come live here. You know what I mean?
No, not yet. Did you ever slide in the snow in a car before? Yeah, of course.
Nope, just in a semi.
No, we did not move to Brownsville. We're just standing there checking it out, and it looks like it's
It's a no-go.
kind of like the juice ain't worth the squeeze, what we're seeing right now.
Yeah, no.
Get 2 trucks, and then you can make twice the money. Well, actually, I was talking about getting 3 trucks.
Make triple the money and not have to be
So to
gone.
work with your trucking company, you'd have to go and get your own truck and bring it on. You can actually lease a truck from him
Well,
or become a company driver too.
okay, so
If he has anything available.
in order to lease from Colin, you have to work for him as a company driver for 6 months because he wants to know that you're serious before he leases to you. And then it's a $5,000 deposit
Oh,
to lease.
did not know that.
Yes.
If anybody is serious about wanting to talk to the owner of the company that we contract with, you can shoot us an email if you want, truckingwithselena@gmail.com.
Yes.
We can get you in touch with our guy if you want
And
to
his
talk it out. And if
his
you got,
pay scale is per person.
yeah, I mean, you talk to him and give him the kind of pay you're looking for and stuff, and then he'll try and meet that.
What you're looking for, what your experience is.
Yeah.
He pays everybody differently.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he does not have a standard rate. I mean, that could be bad and it could be good.
I mean, it's all of what you're willing to accept too.
Yeah, it's what you're willing to accept. You know, it's like, and it depends on your experience, this and that. You know, how, you know, he's a car salesman. So if you're a car salesman, you can get yourself some good, decent wages, but you got to work for him for 6 months. And then if you want to lease one of his Ryder trucks, it's $5,000 down, and I think it's like $5,600 a month. And then after so many miles, it's like an extra whatever per mile or some shit like that. But the revenue that you make is worth it. Now, if you can come in with your own truck, or you work for him as a company driver, at least a rider for a while, and then buy your own truck, then obviously you're gonna make more. But there's not a lack of work. The only time you're not gonna work with him is if you don't want to. The longest you will sit somewhere, I think the longest someone ever sat was 3 days while looking for a load. And that's only happened once or twice in the 6 months I worked there in the office.
Yeah. So who do y'all drive for? It's a company called Trucks Are Rolling out of Lubbock. Lubbock, Texas, you can look them up. Trucks, the letter R, Rolling.
And you can tell him that you heard it through us because he knows all
And
about us.
you heard it from us.
He knows all about YouTube and all that, so no secrets.
And it sounds like owner out, bring your own truck is the most profitable.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is. Most definitely. If you have your own truck or have the means to get your own truck and you have enough experience and he can work with you and insure you, he will run you and he will help you out in all the ways he can.
You don't even have to have a perfect driving record.
No,
you
you
just
don't. You don't have to be
insurable.
perfect or anything. As long as they can run your report and you're insurable, he will get you working. He
Yeah.
wants to work people. That's his whole MO.
So if you have any infractions with the clearinghouse and say you got popped on a dirty test and you did all your classes and now you have to do the testing, you know, the periodic testing afterwards, but you have to get a job where they will test you and all of that, and he will do it. So, you know, if you, you know, that's not an issue. As long as you don't have any kind of bail jumping or excess speeds of over 15 miles an hour.
Yeah, 15 is reckless.
Yeah, over 15 miles an hour. Like there's very little criteria that will get you, you know, DUIs, no.
Well, you need to say, Colin, the owner.
Yeah, calling the
What
owner.
is the biggest thing? Like, don't lie to him.
Yeah, don't lie to him. Be upfront. You tell him every little speeding ticket, any little thing. You got child support, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. You know, you have 3 months and a day experience. Tell him, you know, this and that. If you got only like 3 months experience, he'll find one of his company drivers that will let you go in the truck with them, like team driver kind of, to get your extra 3 months so that the insurance will cover you.
Yeah, he'll try to. This is the thing. He'll try to do whatever it takes
Yeah.
to get you on with him and work with him.
He's all about second chances.
Yeah, he's all about second chances because he's a guy of second chances too.
Yes.
He's lived that life as well. So
He knows that everybody fucks up sometimes.
yeah, you fuck up. Everybody's got their thing. Everybody's got, yeah, and 6 months experience minimum needed. Neil, 6 months minimum. Yeah,
Yeah, minimum for the insurance.
that's what you were just saying too. Like, he'll try and find a way to run you with somebody else maybe to get your extra time
Even if
and
the insurance says like, okay, we need 30 days and
Yeah.
you run it with someone else.
something, whatever it takes. He'll try and work with it.
Yeah. I mean, we've had some less than desirable people and they've gotten hired because they're qualified with the insurance.
Yeah, tall guy trucker. Yes, trucks are rolling, just like you said, and they're based out of Lubbock, Texas. Just look them up. You'll be able to find them in some way or another.
Yeah, you may find them through Healthy Trucks or Wealthy Trucks. If you
Yeah,
look
Health-
on Google Maps.
Healthy Trucks are Wealthy Trucks is the name of his
Letter
shop.
R.
Yeah, Healthy Trucks are
Letter R, yeah.
Wealthy Trucks. Healthy Trucks are Wealthy Trucks. You'll find them right on I-27 on the north side of town, right next to Groendyke Transport. Groendyke is a tanker company. They got a yard right on the north side of town. His yard is right there next door to him. If you Google map it or anything like that, but trucks are rolling.
Yeah, you email us and I
But,
will
yeah,
I
if
can
you
call
want,
him and then
email us and any questions you got or anything, we can hook you up with them as well if anybody's willing to do it, whatever.
Yeah, because I worked
He-
in the office forever, so
I can say I've been there over 6 months now,
yeah.
It's
I
been
worked
over
there
6
almost
months.
as long.
and he's helped me through a ton of shit. Helped us through
Yeah,
a ton of
yeah.
shit. So he is a solid dude.
Very solid.
His name is Colin. He's been great to us. You know, I got to admit, I'm not big on tossing out, like I said, I'm not big on a loyalty to a company or anything like that. But the way he's treated us and helped us out, this
I mean,
dude
it's
has
like with them-
definitely gained my loyalty and admiration. I got to admit that.
Yeah. I mean, everybody has their things that irritate people or whatever, but overall, he is definitely a trustworthy guy that you can put your loyalty
If you want to
into.
run for him and you want to be honest with him, he will
Because
go.
he will
He
do
will
the
go
same
the.
back.
He will go the yard for you. He will. He will absolutely cover your ass. That
Yes.
is one thing
Oh,
I can
yeah.
say. He has covered our ass over and over again to finally where we become solid again and fluid. that we can be on our own again and not have to
Yeah, he
go
helped us.
begging to him every week, like, oh, we need some more advances and all this kind of shit.
Yeah.
We were doing that. He was keeping us afloat for
He even made you a
months.
company driver.
Yeah, because he put me in one of his trucks and ran me company, and as long as I kept running for him,
He just kept.
he kept paying us like
he
whatever
didn't
we
want us
needed.
to run behind.
He would advance us money, all this kind of shit. He didn't care as long as I stayed running for him, and as long as I was solid with him, then he was solid with me. He would back me up. It was
Yeah.
great. I have
And he's
never been in a situation where somebody covered my ass like that.
Oh yeah, and he's a no bullshit guy. So as long as
Yeah.
you never lie to him, he will be the best friend in the world.
Yep. No, I gotta admit, I like I said, I don't
He's a great guy.
like talk about Landstar and Prime and all the loyalty and whatever. No,
Yeah,
but this guy,
I got irritated and quit, but
yeah, she quit. She was working there for a while, but she had to get out of there. But with me and him, no, we're solid. We're good.
well,
Doesn't
and
matter.
it would have been solid for me too. It was just a fucking pride thing, I guess.
Yeah. And then sounds like you're not going anywhere for a while if everything stays the same. With him taking care of you and other drivers, nice. Yes, he takes care of all of his guys, all of his owner ops.
There's 100% no reason to leave him. There's no reason to get our own authority. None of that, because whatever it is he does is fucking magic.
Hey, what's up, Dave? Dave's in here.
Oh, hey, Dave.
Cousin Dave.
Whoop whoop! Family in the house. Was that your phone dying?
Yeah.
Or was that a yeah?
It's 15%.
Okay. That's what I thought. I wasn't sure.
But yeah, overall, I.
That's actually better.
Does that look better?
Yeah, it looks better.
Do I look healthier that way?
Like it was kind of like a shadow, like a light shadow.
How much does he pay owner ops per mile or percentage? Percentage, 70% of the gross revenue, and he sends you all the actual rate cons with the rates attached. So you never get any bullshit.
Yeah, there's never bullshit.
If he sends you a rate for $10,000, you know you're getting $7,000. That's legit across the board. He sends you the rate con from wherever, and
Okay, like if anybody knows what a rate con looks like, that's the rate con. That's
he
the
sends you
amount.
the actual rate con. At the bottom has the actual rate on it, and then all you got to do is go on your calculator.
And do 70%, and that's what you're
Yeah,
getting.
and he fights for your money too. He does
Oh, yeah.
not take cheap freight.
Oh no, he will
He
not
will
take
not
nothing.
take cheap freight for shit.
Unless you
Anything.
If you've been sitting for over 24 hours, by the end of the next day, he might consider taking slightly less cheap freight or slightly more cheap
Just to
freight,
get you moving.
just to get you moving.
Just to
Because
get
he's
you to the
fucking-
next spot. That's it.
because-
I just want to get you over here because over here I got to load. I was paying you fucking $8 a mile, and I don't give a shit. Just get over there.
Oh
Or
yeah,
even
he
debt.
did.
Even
he
if
had you an
he.
$8 a mile.
Yeah, he fucking got me a goddamn $10 a mile load. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, you might have to deadhead a little bit. He won't deadhead more than 200 or 300 miles, and he generally will not take less than $3 a mile unless he has no option.
Well,
Oh yeah, I just plugged it in.
god damn it.
Sorry.
I gotta stay here.
No, we can talk. We can look it all.
If you have a mask on and you can smell a fart, do you think it's stopping COVID? No.
No.
That's why I don't wear a face mask. Never do. Fuck 'em.
Just my
What's up, Logic? Long
Finally.
time no see from you, man. What's
Took
up?
2.5 hours for him to show
Yeah,
up.
right? 2 hours and 9 minutes
I guess
later.
we're not important anymore.
But yes, Neil, if you are an owner up here with your own truck, that's where you're gonna make your money.
You're gonna make a gajillion dollars.
Yeah.
All right, do you need to go puff? I'll sit in here.
Oh, God.
God. I'll read you the comments. Or you want my phone so you can see the comments?
Drop it.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Do you have to buy a trailer if you go owner? Nope. It's all his trailers. That's part of his 30%. His 30% is for factoring and for the trailer and all the maintenance on the trailer. The only thing you have to do with the trailer is put fuel in it, in the reefer. That's it. That's the only thing you're responsible for on the trailer. What up? I mean, a really good deal. It really is. And right now, he's got a thing with the $7,500 sign-on bonus. It's kind of fucked up.
I don't even worry about it.
I wouldn't even worry about the
I'm the
sign-on
kind of
bonus.
guy, as an owner op and all that, anybody talks about sign-on bonus and all that shit,
Yeah.
I don't want to know that. Just, I want to go out and make
I
money.
mean,
Don't fuck with my bonus.
it's
thing. I don't
important
give
to some people. It's quarterly. It gets paid out within a year. It's like $2,500 every quarter or something like that. But basically you have to, it's not that you have to take every load, but you got to make sure that you deliver on time when you do have a load, and your logs, you can't have any log infractions, like on purpose. Like, we use big roads, and big roads is ass, and it fucks up all the time. As long as you're not doing anything on purpose to make it fuck up, then you're good. How do they pay company drivers percentage or by the mile? It's by the mile, and it is per person. He has a conversation with you, and
about your experience,
about
how
your
you wanna
experience,
run,
how you
all
want
that
to
kind of
run, how
If
long
you're
you're
not gonna
willing to
be-
run.
shit. If you're not going to be a high producer for them, then
Yeah.
don't expect to make as much money.
Yeah, if you're not
If
going to
you're
be
gonna go out and bust ass and
Yeah,
run fucking like a win for him.
yeah, if you want to go
He's
out
gonna make
2-3
sure you're
weeks
paid.
at a time, maybe even a month, this and that, or you got lots of experience, all this other stuff, you don't have a whole lot of stuff on your record, you got a good clean, it's per conversation. He pays every company driver per person. Everybody gets a different rate. From what I've noticed, and so it's a big thing that nobody talks about, how much they get paid, because some people don't get paid that much, and some people get paid a lot. It all depends on you and your conversation with him and how that goes. Are you looking for your juice?
The batteries in
Oh yeah, the batteries are in there. Yeah, mine are going dead too. Should be. I hope so. I hope I grabbed the batteries from the other hotel.
there.
Yeah, they're full. So let me know if you grab from the right or the left, or we'll just swap them all out now. Oh, no, you don't have to undo that. Just plug it in.
Zero.
I kind of ran out of stuff to talk about. Sorry.
Look something up.
I know, right? 1 year with perfect clearinghouse and can stay out 2 to 3 weeks. Then you could probably negotiate for somewhere between 60 and 70 cents probably. And it's all a negotiation. If you don't ask, he won't give it to you.
Yeah, if you let him dictate the conversation,
Yeah.
you're going to get what you get out of him, and that's going to be it.
Yeah, he'll offer you whatever. If you don't say what you want, then you're going to get what he offers you. He's big on like with raises, like when I was working there, and all this other stuff. If you don't ask, he's not going to offer it. So you definitely got to be, know what you're worth and ask for it. And if he doesn't agree, then you counter back with a timeline in order to get that, or with whatever criteria. It's like, say, oh, I work for you for 3 months and I stay out 2 to 3 weeks at a time and blah, and I don't have any infractions and no problems and blah blah blah. Then I want this much per mile on by this date, and and it's like, and whatever you tell him to text it to you so that it's in writing, because he is got his mind's going like a million miles a minute, and if it's not written down somewhere and then he can't remember, then, but if it's written down, like he emails it to you or he texts it to you or whatever, your agreement, then you're good, you're golden, because that's all he needs, is that it's written down that he texted it to you or okayed it or whatever. Now what you want? I said, now what are you looking for?
Bottle of juice or was that gone?
Oh, no, it's in there.
Got it.
Uh-oh, Bitcoin's down again. No way.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, we're poor. Now, I didn't like working in the office doing safety. But for the drivers, it's a whole nother story. Drivers are his bread and butter.
Yep.
And you'll be subject to group texts and Sybil. So if you ever she's from Minnesota.
Yeah, if you're a driver,
No, it's great.
if you're a driver, you're not caught up in the shit. You're
No,
out on the road and you're working, and he's shipping you loads. And
Yeah, all you're ever gonna hear is
where you at? What
where
are you
you
doing?
at? What are you doing?
When do you want to run again?
Yeah, it's
Are you
like,
ready to run? What's going on?
yeah, did you get dropped yet? This and that, and you'll get the whole rundown when you go there. It's like this whole
But-
thing, like this whole texting thing. Like you gotta, when you get there, when you leave, shippers, receivers, when you get there, when you leave, blah 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 blah.
It's like with me right now.
Are you
It's
a
been
recruiter?
almost 2 weeks. Put the truck in the shop and everything. It's like it's the daily check call of like, how's your truck doing? What's going on? Are you ready to run yet? Can we book you a load? Nope. Truck's
Yeah.
not done yet.
He's all over it, dude. He'll have you booked out 2 weeks in advance, unless you tell him different. Unless you tell him, I want to go home and I want to stay home for this amount of days, and I can't run until fucking February 10th, and then he'll write it, it'll get written on the board, and then he won't call you, you'll have a booked for the 10th, or he'll call you like the 5th. You still ready to go on the 10th? And then next thing you know, you got an email, you got a load for the 10th, so it's like, you better make sure you're ready to go, because he's constantly, the dude has 4 phones. I'm not lying, he has 4 cell phones, and they ring constantly. And I'm not a recruiter for him, but I worked in the office, and then he drives the truck, and so it's like, I know all about it, so it's like, people got questions, I got answers. I sat in the office across from him for, 6 months almost?
4 or 5 months.
Like 5 months I sat in the office. I've heard it all, so. And I took care of all the hiring and the safety and all the other shit for all of that, so. I guess I'm about as close to a recruiter as you could get, because I actually know. Not just the hype, I actually know the know.
You know the no.
Mm-hmm. Oh, your turn.
What?
We still got 5 beers left. You ain't done yet, are you? Alright.
But I can say, from an owner-op type of perspective, and then I did run one of his trucks for a while too, while our truck was in the shop for fucking ever.
Yeah, he runs you the same whether you're an owner
He
operator.
runs you the same. He'll push,
And
and
books
he
the
will
same
keep you
loads.
loaded and keep you rolling all the time. Where his
His company trucks. run the
his
same
company
loads all
name,
ops do.
well, his company name kind of bears true. Trucks are rolling.
Yes.
He is
Oh, yeah.
rolling, dude. He is pushing all the time. He has.
He books his loads.
He sits in the office, all right? As a small company with he's got, I think, maybe 25 trucks now.
Yeah, and he's got 4 cell phones.
He's got 4 cell phones, and he's got them all on his desk right in front of him at all times.
All ringing constantly.
Trucks are rolling. Can you ask for the Texas to Northwest run? Yeah, he's got a guy that actually lives up in Washington.
You can't ask for that run.
Can't ask for it?
You cannot ask for the. No, you gotta.
You gotta earn it.
You don't gotta earn it, but you gotta be there. You can't just say, I want to sign on to make $1 million. You gotta work.
Well,
You get what you get.
he'll work you wherever the work is too.
He
You gotta,
rotates everybody. So
because
everyone's
like
fair.
me, I haven't even gone to Washington yet. for all the stuff that he's been running, I've been mainly sticking in the Midwest.
But you still make it about
But I
the
still
same.
make great money. So you don't have to go to the Northwest to make great money. He will work you up and down in the Midwest and the South too, and it's like the rates are still there. If you don't have to go deal with the snow and Snoqualmie Pass and all that kind of stuff, if you could just deal in the Midwest and run up and down, okay.
Well, I'm sure, I don't know.
I've gone to Idaho.
I'm not gonna say that you have to earn it, but you have, I guess you maybe have to earn his trust that you will deliver loads on time and you're
That
not-
is the other thing. Well, and that's just in
Because-
general,
in general, well, because.
that you
because
wake up.
He's got some drivers that
He's got some drivers that don't
He-
even wake up. They're constantly late, and it's like, what
But
the
they won't-
fuck are you
They
doing?
won't even run interstates and they're always late and this and that and I can't do
Yeah,
this
they
and
do.
I
Oh, I
can't
don't
do
do that. I got to take a nap, and I got to do this. And it's like, dude, you got to be hungry for it a little bit.
Yeah, so he never gives those people the good shit.
Yeah,
So
because
you
you got some.
gotta prove yourself.
Yeah, he's got a couple of people that are owner ops that you dealt with.
Yeah. He don't know.
They flaked out, or I gotta take a nap. I can't make it on time. Brr. It's like you gotta push. You
Yeah.
gotta push it. You
Yeah,
gotta
if
be willing to
You're one of
run.
the trusted ones that don't have to be babysat.
He trusts me. I know he trusts me. I guess I'm regarded as like
Yeah, you're
one of those few,
you're,
and
you're in the top 3.
yeah, I'm in the top few people he has that he knows he can depend on me. He knows I run. He knows that wherever I'm at, he doesn't even have to call and say, "Hey, where you at? What's going on?"
No,
He
you
knows
just do it.
if I got a delivery time,
You're there.
I get my load. As soon as I pick up my load, I text into the group, because they all see it of the people he has working.
It's important
It's important that you keep in communication with them.
because it's
And
not a
as
corporation.
soon as I pick up a load, hey, I'm loaded in here at this time.
Yeah,
you know,
because after 2 hours, he
Yeah, I'm
gets
loaded.
you detention.
I'm loaded in Chicago. When I show up at a pickup, let's just, say I'm picking up in Chicago and it's going to Nashville or something like that. I show up at my pickup in Chicago. Hey, I'm arrived at pickup in Chicago at 1500. Departed Chicago at 1745.
He gets you 45 minutes of detention.
Then my load that goes to wherever, say it's
Nashville.
Nashville.
I arrived. at Nashville.
Arrived in Nashville, say my appointment was 2 or 3 days later, in Nashville, or 2 days later in Nashville, and my appointment was for noon. Alls I say is arrived at
11.
delivery in Nashville at 1100 or 11 a.m. Good. That's all he wants to know.
Yeah.
That you're on schedule, no hangups,
Well, and I can say.
and as soon as you have a hang-up, you tell him right away.
Yeah, because I did safety and all that mostly, but then I also had to update the brokers constantly. So those text messages made all the difference because as soon as a text came through that someone arrived, then I go in the emails, find the load, and say that they arrived, and then it's down on paper. So then if you're there for 8 hours, you can get detention.
Yeah. And he's aggressive about getting detention for you
Oh,
and all
yeah.
that stuff.
Super aggressive.
The last load I did before I took this time off to put the truck in the shop, I was at a Anheuser-Busch facility in Houston, and LaPorte, Texas. I was down at Anheuser-Busch, and I was there for like 5 hours.
Yeah, you got $122.
Yeah, it wasn't like a great rate of detention, like full rate, but he did give me detention for having to wait there for 5 hours to get loaded. And then I directly took off out of there. I did a split sleeper berth, got back to Lubbock where I was dropping the load at the Budweiser facility in Lubbock. And
Yeah, it wasn't enough time to come home, but.
yeah, I got back to town. I delivered on time and everything was fine. But he did get me detention for my time spent in Houston or LaPorte waiting because they took forever to load me.
Yeah, you get $120.
Yeah, I got extra $120 to sit around a few extra hours, whatever. I don't even worry about that because the rate was already good. Well, that rate was actually not that great. It was like $3 a mile.
That was good for beer.
It was good for beer.
Yeah.
And it was a load to get home.
Yeah.
That was the other thing. And I had zero
Hours.
deadhead. Well, I had zero deadhead.
Yeah.
Like it was right there in LaPorte, and I dropped in Houston. I just went over to LaPorte. It was like 18 miles away. So no big deal. And he minimizes your deadhead.
Yeah. Won't do more than 200.
Yeah, he'll try to minimize your deadhead at all times, keep you loaded as much as possible. And you know, it's just
You can.
overall, even though sometimes he doesn't run me the way I would like to run, but overall it makes money. So
Yeah.
I can't bitch at the end of the day when,
You can average about 20,000 every 2 weeks. If you do it over the 52 weeks.
yeah, you can gross usually 20,000 plus.
Every 2
So
weeks.
if you think about, if you're averaging 20,000 plus every 2 weeks gross, you're going to take home 10,000 plus. You're going to take home pocket 10,000 plus every 2 weeks. So
That's 500,000 over a year.
yeah, you're talking $500,000 a year. So
Yeah, for your cut.
can you drive auto trans as a company driver?
Yeah, some of the trucks are. Oh, all the Ryder trucks are auto, aren't they?
I don't know.
Most of them are auto.
The couple I drove were.
There's a couple that aren't, but most of the Ryder trucks are.
Yeah, if you get one of his lease trucks, they're all Ryder trucks, Ryder lease trucks, and they're all automatics. As far as it being your truck, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. If it's his truck, you just tell him it has to be auto, and then when Ryder, if it breaks down out in the countryside, you may have to wait an extra day or two to get an auto. But if you get that stipulation on your
But
license.
any problems bringing an auto truck as an owner out? No,
No.
it's your truck, dude. Don't
You
matter.
do whatever the fuck you want.
You
As
do
long as that
whatever you want.
motherfucker passes the Texas inspection.
Yeah, it just has to pass a Texas DOT inspection or whatever, but other than that, you're good. Doesn't matter one bit. If you're limited to an automatic, if you have an automatic restriction on your license, but your truck is an automatic,
Then you're good.
then you're good. Doesn't matter. Yeah.
But, yeah, just trying to make sure it goes away.
So yeah, like I said, if anybody is really looking for a new job,
He's not a fat person guy.
he's not a bad guy. Smaller company, I've really come to prefer running for a smaller company as opposed to when we were running for Landstar and stuff. You know, where there's all these corporate things and corporate rules and like how we got cut from Landstar over a sitting duck policy and stuff.
Colin has none of that.
Do you need hazmat tanker, double, triple, etc.? Any of them? The only one I would say is tanker.
Yeah, you gotta have tanker.
Get tanker because there's milk tank. He does milk tankers as well, and it may be a thing if reefers slow down. He may want to throw you on milk tankers for a little bit or something like that. So if you're willing to go run some milk tankers, then having your tanker endorsement, of course, because they're smoothbore tankers hauling, what is this, like 6,500 gallons of milk? Yeah,
Well, and sometimes-
look at a milk tanker. It's no big deal.
Well, and then sometimes you get tanker loads in a reefer.
John G, what's up, man?
You know what I mean?
Finally caught a live feed.
Sometimes just in general, you can get a tanker load even in,
Yeah, and then you can haul totes or something like that.
because didn't you hold totes to that phone place there in Lubbock?
No, that was barrels.
Oh,
Drums.
barrels,
Drums.
drums.
That didn't require it.
No, but.
It's 119 gallons or more.
No. Yeah, but it's still easy to need a tanker.
Yeah. And then, yeah, like I said, having your tanker endorsement will help.
It'll help you from sitting around.
He doesn't do hazmat, so you don't have to worry about, he's not insured for hazmat, so he doesn't haul hazmat, so you don't have to worry about that.
No doubles or triples.
No doubles or triples, it's all his trailers, it's all 53-foot reefers and milk tankers.
The worst you're gonna do is potatoes.
Yeah.
That's the worst load you're gonna have.
Yeah, the
is a
worst load you're
potato.
gonna get out of him, the dirtiest load is gonna be hauling bulk potatoes.
And if
I
you're
did
an
it,
owner-up, you're
I
gonna
did
have
it
to
over
pay
the
to wash
summer.
out.
You don't have to pay for it?
No, if you're an owner-up, you gotta pay the potato washout, which is fucking expensive, like
It was
$100.
75 bucks.
75 to 100.
Mine was 75 bucks when I
Yeah.
did it.
But that's the worst expense you're gonna incur as an owner-up.
That was a Blue Beacon, they charged me 75 bucks, 72.50
Yeah.
to blow all those fucking extra potatoes out of there.
Fucking trailer washout.
Well, it's
were
bulk
20.
potatoes and they
You know,
float.
that's what we need to do, babe. We need to open up a trailer washout, because they make a fuck ton of money, dude. Like that one place where that dumb bitch and her fucking Daisy Dukes and her shit, fucking $45 for a trailer washout.
Yeah,
And she did a shitty job.
yeah,
We need to open up one of those.
yeah,
That's a lot of money for doing
okay,
nothing.
gotcha.
I'm just saying.
We were already looking into that, like the thing of the filtration units you gotta install for them and all that kind of shit, are like
Yeah,
way,
it's
way expensive.
Well, way expensive, but not for $45 a washout. Fucking retarded. Especially when we got two slave
imagine when you
units
get a
sitting at
full-
home in a room.
Well, imagine when you get a full truck wash come in too,
Yeah,
like front to back,
Yeah.
full truck wash.
yeah, you're talking like
It's $100.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
racking up thousands and thousands of dollars
You know
a
how many
day.
times have we been through Blue Beacon and that fucking shit wasn't even clean?
Nope, I know. Trust me, I know.
Yeah, it's fucking money. Money, honey. Especially if you get up in one of those places where they fucking do potatoes in the area. Whew.
Just whatever.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit.
yeah.
I mean, even in Lubbock, it looks like they need more truck washes because
They ain't got the all-star truck wash, that's it.
all-star truck washing, that's it.
Yeah.
If you had another truck washer there that could compete with it, that we could have, yeah, absolutely, I would do it.
Yeah.
What's up?
Somebody walking by. I mean, we're always talking about business opportunities.
Yeah, a truck wash would be great. I would absolutely. I mean, still being involved in trucking to some degree because I do. It's hard to say, like being involved in trucking for as long as I have, to not care about trucking
Well, that's like the
and be
trucks-
involved in it in some way, even if I wasn't driving a truck still, but have a truck wash, a truck stop. You know,
Yeah.
anything to do with trucking, own more trucks, whatever. That it's like, okay.
Yeah, if you could have a truck wash,
It's, I mean,
you're
to
fucking
deny
water,
that
pressure
trucking
water.
is not in my blood in some way, I don't give a shit about it. It's like, I wanna,
So
I
you
just,
don't
maybe
wanna
I get to
drive
a
it.
point, I just don't wanna drive truck anymore because I'm kinda over that. But to own a business that is involved in trucking and still helps trucking and still helps to not fleece truck drivers, that's the biggest thing too, like truck drivers
having a
charging.
truck stop or having good food for
Especially,
truck
yeah,
drivers
good
or-
food for truckers and all this kind of stuff that's really diminishing now too, is so many truckers, you can't get good food anymore, the services suck, it's
Yeah.
all this kind of shit.
It's
and it's like,
overpriced. Like a
overpriced, it's like,
motherfucker.
even if you're just a small one-stop operation,
Dude, okay,
but
so
how many people could be affected by a good operation with good food, good services, they're not fleecing you.
yeah, you have a good dirt lot. You know, say you can't afford to pave it right away, and then you offer, you know, a salad bar and like real home cooked fucking
Yeah,
sandwiches.
just good food.
Just good food.
Good
Maybe
home
you don't
cooked
have
food.
a, maybe you don't
Not
have
charging
a,
you $5 for a fucking hot dog or something, you know?
yeah,
It's like,
you know, it's like,
God, dude.
yeah, it's like fucking mark that shit up. You know, you buy a box of fucking corn dogs for fucking $3. Okay, so you sell a whole box and you make 50% profit. That's still fucking 2 times fucking cheaper than a normal truck stop.
Yeah, that a support role is as important as F, says John G.
Yeah,
Support roles in trucking, yes, the support roles are huge.
yeah.
I would be worried you couldn't hire dependable help for your washout or truck stop business.
Yeah, we
Times
got
have
2
changed,
fucking-
it's hard to find good people. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well,
It,
yeah,
it
we
really
got-
is, yes.
We got 2 perfectly good fucking non-used fucking labor in down the hall.
Yeah, we got 2 kids in the house that could work it.
Yeah, between the 4 of us, pretty sure we could handle a fucking small truck wash, truck stop.
Well,
operation.
eventually you'd have to hire more people.
Well, eventually, yeah. But like, say, okay, in a town like Lubbock, college kids, hello, you
They don't wanna
overhire,
work. College kids don't want to work.
you
What are you talking
overhire enough, you overhire
No.
enough.
I would actually love to be in a position, especially being in Texas and the Southwest, Southern United States like this. I know the value of work and all this kind of stuff too, and I'd be hiring nothing but pendejos.
Well, yeah, because they're definitely down to
Pendejos,
work.
they'd be down there working with me, and I'd be right out there doing it with them too. It wouldn't be like I'd be the, head gringo sitting in the office
hefe.
telling them what to do. I'd be out there washing trucks too. It'd be like,
Well,
but
I'm not saying
pendejos
hefe
are
don't
dependable. They
work.
show up, and it's like they want to make money, man. So it's like I want to hire college kids and the gringo kids that are like, oh, you got a fucking rare. It's like, no, dude. I'll hang out with pendejos all day
Hire
long.
Wades all day.
Wades?
Yeah, because they'll work.
No, well, tweakers. No,
I was teasing.
no,
I was teasing.
I would hire pendejos all day long, dude, all day, day.
You pay 'em a
Because
real
these
wage.
guys, I'll pay them good, and these guys will show up, and they'll show up with their fucking families, and their wives will bring us tamales and all this kind of shit. And it's like, hell yeah, dude.
They'll invite us over for
Yeah,
Feliz Navidad.
and we'll have Christmas parties and everything, and I'll fucking treat those fuckers like gold, dude.
Hell yeah.
Because I love fucking pendejos, dude. I'll fucking pay you right.
Yeah, they have the best food. I'll tell you that. And they get good family values. Apart from the.
Oh shit, Johnny's here, dude, from Tri-State. Johnny and Liz. What's up, motherfucker?
What up,
What's
bitch?
going on, man?
Woo woo. Hey.
Yeah.
What do you say? You remember me? Look at these two been.
What's up with you and Liz, man?
Yeah, you guys still together?
Are you still together?
Well,
Obviously.
You never know.
He's saying hi with Johnny and Liz. What the fuck?
You never know. Maybe he's just saying it to know who he is. I don't know.
Yeah. Johnny,
Drunk bitch. What do you
got
want?
Johnny here. Johnny and his chick Liz. They used to run the.
Tri-State with us. The taker.
Yeah, they used to work at Tri-State with us when we were doing when we got rid of the chemical weapons and we were hauling explosives and all that bullshit. Explosives! Just an asshole.
Explosive diarrhea. Hot mud. Yeah, they need to come down to Texas. Come visit.
Where you going? You had your minute.
Aw.
You've been up for like 15 minutes and shit.
Aw.
Your lungs haven't exploded yet.
Government cheese. Oh, she's in the bath? Well, that's good. I'm glad. In the damn hospital, got the COVID, low calcium. Well, I hope you recover from the COVID, from the excessive flu.
Still working at Tri-State? No, they left
Oh,
Tri-State.
no, yeah, you guys left Tri-State, right?
Yeah. They just got a hold of us a couple days
Yeah.
ago.
Oh, they bought another house. It has a big tub. Nice. So where do you guys still live in Missouri, right? They live in Missouri? Yeah, right outside of
like Jefferson City or something.
Yeah.
Or Columbia.
Spicy Flu drops another one, right? The Spicy Flu. I like that.
Spicy food.
Yes. That's a good one. Sedalia? Sedalia? I don't know. So apparently still Missouri. Had 2 MRIs done for what? For your lungs and shit? You have that one, LMAO. Because I spelled it out. Johnny's funny. So you guys got any little rugrats running around yet? I guess we stay on live long enough. Everybody crawls out from under a stone and starts talking to us.
They'll find us sooner or later.
Yeah, he said, no. Are you guys still driving truck or just you? I know she hurt herself a while back.
Injured a while back.
Yeah, and I don't know. I never heard back on if you guys got back in the truck together or what went on. I've got my Class B license, but I'm gonna go for my Class A. Well, if that's what you really want to do, then I support you, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Ronnie?
Oh yeah, we're still driving, but solo. Like each one of you are like two different trucks, or you drive and she drives and she rides with you, or how's that work? Sorry, you're giving limited information here.
Text fuller fucking
Yeah,
answers, man.
complete paragraphs, please. Two different companies. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's congrats. Oh, you're a school bus driver. Yeah, school bus drivers don't make that much money. Yeah, I know. I thought about doing that for a part-time gig just because yeah, to have.
He said something about that a long time ago.
Yeah, I can only text so much. Rum in the other hand. Talk to text, bro. Teach your phone.
What's in that hand?
Rum. There's nothing in the world I drive a school bus for. Props, right? I mean, it depends on what grade.
I wouldn't do it.
Well, it depends on what grade school you drive the bus
Nope,
for. High
nope,
school, no.
Nope.
Nope.
Ain't gonna do it.
Well, you don't want to get spitwads thrown at the back of your head. You don't want to be all mad. Great, grand, like fucking Chris Farley and
Great, wonderful, grand.
yeah, in fucking Happy Gilmore. No, it wasn't Happy. What was the one where he went back to school?
That was happy. No, Billy Madison.
Yeah, Billy Madison. Yeah. Lizzie says hi from the tub. She also told me not to say she's in the tub. We'll tell her we don't know she's in the tub.
You're making muddy water.
Yeah, and she's all like this. She's all, I'm not in the tub.
Making bubbles.
Yeah, headline: local bus driver arrested for everything. Yeah. Kids, they have joints on the bus. It's the school driver's fault. I don't know. They paid well.
Oh, are you out?
What? You're way better at this than me.
Oh, Jesus
I'm
Christ.
just the face of the channel. You're the content. What? I can't breathe.
I can't breathe unless I'm vaping.
What? I've had a lot of beers. What do you want from me? What do you want from me?
What are we into? Yeah.
Sorry. No, I'm a piece of shit. What do you want from me?
What? You know how it is with these school bus things too. When you get called out because you work in a school district or something like that.
Oh, I don't know. When I was a kid, I got fucking beat up on a bus. And even the bus driver didn't even know. Nobody got in trouble. So why would I know?
I never rode a school bus.
Oh, I did.
I was forced to walk.
I got harassed in the back of the school bus. I got harassed in 7th grade. Some dude was trying to get me to go sleep with him. And I said, and my only response in 7th grade was, I'm on my period. And he goes, I don't care. I got my red wings.
Gross.
Yeah.
When I was in kindergarten, I had a girl asking me to sleep with her. But it was literally nap time.
Right?
Will you sleep next to me?
Say yes or no.
Later, Johnny. It's good to hear from you, man. Do we still have their number?
Yeah. Ask him if his number's still the same.
Yeah, if your number's still the same, we can text sometime or something like that. Send each other love letters.
Or not.
Yeah. No, I hope you guys are doing good, man. It's good to hear from you.
I'm glad they're still together.
Yeah,
It's a match made
been a while.
in Tri-State.
Yeah, we can do a little spooning. That'd be hot. I always regretted never being molested by a hot teacher. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too.
Especially Mr. Schick.
Mr. Shit.
I wish he would have molested me.
I regret never taking those private lessons from
I
my
remember.
gym teacher.
Well, it's like I remember. Okay,
She was really
Right?
into teaching me how
well,
to play softball.
when I was in fourth grade, my teacher, Miss Fishman,
Oh, so close.
yeah, she was like,
She didn't even have to change that many letters. in her
she was
name.
like probably like late. She was like, yeah, I know. She was in her late 30s.
She doesn't have to drop
but
2 letters
she was
off
one of
her
these
name.
broads back then, like back in the early 80s. This would have been like 83, 84.
The little dyke
My
fucking
four,
pea.
no. She
Oh.
wasn't a dyke. She would wear like
Oh, the one.
loose fitting blouses with no bra.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
she
the
was
one
a-
that always wear the white fucking pants, the white slacks with fucking G-strings, black G-strings. The fucking whore teacher.
No. I don't-
You told me about a teacher that wore fucking white fucking slacks and a fucking
No, that was the
G-string.
vice principal of my high school.
Well, what a fucking whore.
Okay, so anyway, in fourth grade when I was getting my first boners, right? We're talking back in the early 80s though, and she'd wear these blouses with no bra, and she would be doing things, maybe
bend over.
just oblivious to her, but she'd like bend over and the blouse would like flop open, but if you had the right angle, you could see her boobs and her nips and everything. And I remember being an awkward kid, but just being curious about boobs, because like all of a sudden I saw her boobs one day when she'd been over in front of me, and I literally saw down her blouse, and you could see all of her boobs hanging, because she was still young enough too. They were like perky enough that you could see her nips and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just standing there, I'm all like all in her boobs, and she's like, "Jeremy, were you looking for something?" You know what I mean? And I'm like, "No, I'm just like it was like
I
this
just
whole.
need more help.
I was just like looking for something over here at the like construction paper, arts crafts little table."
Could you show me how to
But
do that?
she was setting up like some thing on the board or whatever, and she's bending over to get stuff, and you can see her boobs. And I was like, looking at her boobs. My fourth grade teacher, I
You
just
had
remember.
some whores in California, man. I
I-
never remember that shit. Like, no, okay, so the only teacher I remember is I was in high school. In high school was the biology teacher. She was like some young, blonde, skinny chick, and she always wore like the slacks and the pretty shirt and all this stuff. And it's like, I never understood why she dressed up so much. She was like the only one in the school, I think. It's probably
Okay.
for the PE teacher.
Yeah, because then when I got into high school, I mean, there was like one teacher in high school,
Well, I
this
remember-
one broad, that she wore red, tight dresses every day, like the full body, like
Yeah.
low cut, and it was like
The
the
skin tight.
in the skin tight
Like she's
body
like a
skirt,
fucking
and it
rich
went down to her
person
like
from-
just above her knees, but she was walking around in heels and all the shit. She had we're talking late 80s,
Yeah.
like 88,
Big
89
hair.
when I was in high school, and she had puffy, full blonde hair and shit. But she's walking around in front of all the students like this. It wasn't necessarily for the students.
It was for the other teachers.
It was for the other
It
teachers.
was for the principals.
Yeah, the principal and all the coaches and all this kind, because they were all following her
Okay,
around like
so,
dogs
you know,
sniffing
my-
a fucking pile of shit.
Yeah, you know my friend Stacy up in Mogendale, right?
Yeah.
Her mom worked in the front office at the elementary. She ended up cheating on her husband with the fucking PE teacher, Mr. P.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
they ended up getting divorced over that shit.
Yeah.
It's like
That-
fucking retarded, dude.
That these teachers that were all scantily clad or showing their tits.
Yeah, it was not for the students.
It wasn't for the students. They were trying to attract the other male teachers and
Yeah, I'm sure
shit.
there was a few that was after in high school that was after the football team, but most of them were just after the other
Yeah.
teachers.
Now there were. I told you about the one chick. They were twins. These two sisters that I went to school with. But the one chick was always showing me her snatch.
Oh yeah, in
Yeah.
class.
Now the other one the other twin sister ended up becoming a teacher, and she ended up getting a little bit older. She was like 24, and she ended up fucking a 17-year-old student.
Oh,
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, later on, like after we were all out of high school, but she was in her mid-20s and she ended up banging a student because she became a teacher. It was like, of all the dudes in the world, you gotta go do statutory, you know what I mean? It's like,
Oh, yeah.
what
It's
the
like,
hell, what's wrong with you?
A 17-year-old boy, all he's looking at is to get his shit wet.
Yeah. Well, he don't even,
You know, at least a 17-year-old girl would be looking like, you want me to make you breakfast? I'm gonna make you a sandwich? I'm gonna make you a house?
John G, he's over here talking about his shit too. Same thing. So my first grade teacher, she had the upturned nips.
My first oh, is it like 60? Jesus Christ.
Upturned nips, that's fucking
He's
great.
got fucking ski slopes. Woo!
Yeah. But then when I was in my senior year of high school, the vice principal, she was this older brother. She was probably about 50 at the time.
She wore G-strings and those
And
white
she
season
wore
pants.
pantsuits, but they were like transparent white slacks, and she wore like black thongs underneath it, and you could totally see like the whole.
Thong.
It was all
right?
see-through and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, any woman knows if you wear white, you have to wear nude undergarments.
Yeah.
You have to wear the nude color undergarments for them not to show through.
Yeah. So
If you
And
wear
then
any other color than nude,
my sixth grade teacher, she was a hippie, and she had hairy armpits, and I remember not knowing what to think about it.
do I braid them or shave them?
Do I braid, shave, sniff, quiff, whatever?
Ignore and. Hell yeah.
Got all kinds of shit going on down here in Brownsville, Texas tonight.
We're like in normal fucking Brownsville, and that's not the first one.
No, there's loud engines going off everywhere, everything's
feel
drag
like I'm in-
racing.
I feel like I'm in Jacksonville at fucking orientation, and people are gonna start calling our hotel room. We shouldn't live there. Unless they want to order us pizza, I'll give them a hotel room. Like my birthday.
Are you getting hungry now?
Yeah. No, like remember my birthday in Jacksonville
Yeah.
orientation, and I gave them the room
St.
number?
Augustine.
Yeah, St. Augustine. And then fucking people were calling the hotel
Yeah,
room.
people are calling our hotel room because Selena got too drunk, and she's like, "Yeah, we're at this hotel in St. Augustine.
Yeah.
Give us a
We had
call."
the roof in and fucking this fucking motel room, and you ended up in it.
And I end up sitting on the phone with people half the night, going, "Hey, what's up?"
Because I got too drunk on my 40th
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah. And I'm sitting on the phone with people, going, "Hey, man, what's going on? I just wanted to talk to you for a little bit." All right.
But we didn't
What's
never
up?
get no free pizza.
And nobody ever sent us a fucking pizza. Though.
That's the only reason why I gave it out. I was hoping to get like, a bouquet of fucking edible fruit or, this fruit bouquet.
Yeah, some mush pile of fruit
Yeah, some mush pile of fruit or some fruit
Flies
pizza
on
or
it.
something.
with fucking
No.
flies on. Now I'm thinking about the other day I scratched my ear, and even right here now, still, I have a knot
Oh,
in my
still
ear.
from
It's
that-
still there from almost 3 years
Yeah,
ago.
You got bit by a fucking cockroach in the bed.
I got bit by some fucking thing when
Was
we
it
were
a
in St.
cockroach?
Augustine, Florida, right here in the outer lobe of my ear, and it became this big old fucking bump. And
There was a cockroach in our bed.
was it
It was a cockroach.
just do roaches bite?
I don't know, but that's what was in our bed when we woke up. It was a
So we were in
cockroach.
St. Augustine, Florida, at our
I mean, maybe a spider.
back in the
could
first
bite
of
you, but-
2019. It's almost 3 years ago now, because that was like what, March or April of 2019.
Yeah, it was my birthday. We went to Atlanta.
Yeah, it was right after it was your birthday. So April of 2019, so almost 3 years ago after we left Traveloco, which was a great place. And
Yeah, that was a ginormous waste
I
of
got
money.
bit by something in my ear in the hotel room at the Red Roof Inn in St. Augustine,
It was a
and it took
cockroach.
forever to go away. But even now, I still feel there's a knot in my ear from whatever that was. Like,
It was a cockroach.
I got fucking AIDS from it.
I swear to God, it was a cockroach. It was a cockroach that crawled out of the bed. It was a cockroach. I don't know if they bite. I don't know if maybe there was a spider too, but a cockroach literally crawled out.
But
of
I got bit on my ear right here, and it took forever. I'm talking like a year for that bump.
Yeah,
finally
it
like
is.
actually fester out and go away. And then it still came back as like a fucking scab from time to time and shit. But now, just recently, I felt it's still there. I can still feel it. It's a fucking trip, dude.
Yeah.
3 years later.
I'm gonna be 43.
You're gonna be 43. I'm gonna be 49 in a few months.
Yeah, you're older.
Dude, I'm fucking straight old, dude.
I love
Yeah,
it.
just the fact that I still have the remnants of some bug bite
Yeah,
from
it was a
3 years
cockroach in the
ago.
bed.
It's a fucking trip, dude. I remember you guys doing a drinking stream from that Red Roof Inn
Yeah, that's when I was doing the.
with the door open to see outside. Yeah,
Yeah, I was fucking.
yeah, she was all shaking her
Twerking?
ass. She was twerking and dancing and shit. I made her a little birthday video at the time and all that shit. You got moves.
Yeah,
If you want to get boogieing, man, you got moves.
I got moves.
I don't have moves.
I got white girl moves.
Yeah. You got white girl moves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got big booty.
You ain't
white
gonna,
girl
yeah,
moves.
you ain't gonna be on Soul Train or nothing like that, but
I can make a killer on OnlyFans. All I gotta do is vacuum or non-carpet. You get toe picks.
get to it. I ain't that proud. Go ahead.
I'll do toe picks all day long.
Yeah.
We invest in some toe polish.
You want Selena to start an OnlyFans where she just has videos of her vacuuming in yoga pants and stuff like that.
Yeah, no face.
No face, just
Only
her
ass.
vacuuming in really tight TikTok yoga pants and stuff with her butt and camel toe all sticking out all the time. Oh, I gotta bend over with the vacuum and vacuum up that little hairball over there.
I gotta do the baseboards now.
Oh God, oh, is that my butt sticking out? Oh my God.
Like I really don't want.
Yeah,
to
go make money on, go make money on OnlyFans so I don't have to fucking work like this. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you really want to exploit my ass like that? Like
Nobody
honestly.
knows who you are. I'm exploiting myself every day for fucking garbage to get killed.
Yeah, for fucking $300. I'll do toe picks all day.
Yeah, twerking stream, there you go.
What?
Twerking stream.
I gotta lose some weight. Use some squats
People
and
watch
some-
that fucking big butt all day. What are you talking about?
Now, well, if I got an itty bitty waist and a little bit.
I look at it all day.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying to the masses that, you know, that
You
will
get
pay.
you get a great butt.
She got a great ass.
Great ass.
Is that Scarface or whatever?
No, it's from fucking Heat.
Heat.
Al Pacino, man.
Al Pacino.
I mean, you're in the right realm, Al Pacino.
Yeah, Al Pacino.
But Al Pacino, because she got a great ass, and you got your head all the way up it.
You got your paycheck all the way up here.
Yeah, it was with the fucking
Have
one
some
dude.
shining ass baseboards at home.
Yeah, right. Fucking get in there and suck up more hair. Fuck it. The dogs are a great supply of work.
Right? It's
See, even
really
John G,
shitty.
don't lose weight. Stay the way you are. You got a great, nice, big butt.
Well, I still got a great ass. And I can look better all the way around for everybody else, you know, for you. Not everybody else.
Yes, Neil. Baby got back.
Yes.
All right. You can go all the way back in the stream. You were in here earlier too. I was showing your butt.
I was wearing my TikTok dance when you were showing me
Yeah.
live feed a couple
You got a
weeks
nice
ago.
big butt, nice big fat camel toe in front, nice big old Bermuda triangle,
I'd like to listen to this.
got nice big knockers, cute, got great personality, but you got a nice big butt and a nice big camel toe.
I haven't hit the wall yet, even though I'm over 40.
You haven't hit the wall yet. You're doing good. It's all good. Got a great figure, big old muffin butt.
Could be bigger. It could be better though. I could be better.
Okay, squats. I told you before, squats.
There, look, I'm doing squats.
Here you go, squats. Or you're scratching your ass on the door. I don't know what you're doing.
Either way. Hey babe, did I tell you how much I love this hotel?
Because the door goes out.
It's a nice hotel room too.
It's actually decent.
Yeah. I mean, I hate that I have to vape so
It's
much.
a little bit bare bones, but
The bed's
well, you
all
know
right.
how well you know how it is when you stay in a
Yeah.
hotel.
The
the
one
whole
last night,
vaping,
though.
smoking thing or whatever, you know, we gotta go outside and all that shit.
Last night though, that bed was.
Oh, man. The
Slept.
room, the video earlier today when we stayed in San Antonio, that Drury Plaza Hotel,
Yeah, Drury Plaza,
that
yeah.
fucking bed, dude.
Dude, we slept like
I
logs.
slept like a rock all night.
I even
slept
made
through the
him
whole
go to
thing.
bed early, and he slept all
I
night.
slept all night. I slept over 8 hours straight, which never happens for me.
And if it hadn't been for the alarm, we probably would have missed
Yeah,
breakfast.
the alarm woke me up, and I was like, huh? Hopped right up, went and took a shower, all
Yeah, he was all-
energized for the
Yeah. He
morning.
was all energized and being ornery this morning right out the gate.
I slept 8 hours straight without having to get up, go take a piss, flop and flip and whatever.
Yeah.
I'm hot, I'm sweaty, I'm whatever. I gotta take a dump.
Yeah.
Whatever happens in the middle of the night, because I've gotten older now, of course. But yeah, it's like,
It's like when we get home, we need to swap the bed because I bet we'll sleep better on our new bed. Our
well,
bed's-
yeah, I'm sure that'll go down for a while.
Yeah.
But then in the truck too, I sleep great in the truck.
Well, that's because that bed is great.
Yeah, the bed is fantastic.
It has nothing
I
to
got
do
one
with the
of
truck. It's the bed.
It's a drift bed,
Yeah.
but then I put a memory foam mattress on top of it too. The drift bed that they sell on like at the Joplin, you know, or even the Walcott, you know,
Yeah,
Iowa
the-
80 truck stop. The drift bed, yeah, that drift bed was really nice.
Oh yeah, once we
Great
got
bed.
that,
But then I put that memory foam mattress pad on
Yeah.
top of it.
yeah, because it's a little bit too
Holy
stiff
shit.
without it.
Yeah, it's a little bit stiff. I put the memory foam pad on top of it. It's like,
It's like a 3-inch or 2 or 3-inch memory foam on top from
yeah,
Walmart.
it's like 2 inch. It's a
Yeah,
2 inch
2 inch.
memory foam pad I put on top of it, on top of the drift bed from Walmart. Yeah, but it got a Walmart. Oh my God, dude,
Dude, I slept so
that
good.
thing.
Dude, once we did that, when we gathered up enough points, we paid for it. It's like a $600 bed for
Yeah.
the truck. But once we did that, we both slept like. I mean, we slept good together already in the bed. Like the
Yeah.
beds from Prime were good too. Those mattresses we got. at
Yeah, the
Prime.
memory foam pads they give you in the Prime trucks.
Yeah, we
those
slept-
were good beds too.
Yeah, like what we slept like 14 hours. We didn't even budge. In
That was a
West
tri-state.
Virginia.
That was a tri-state.
Was that interesting? I thought it was
Yeah.
Prime.
Nope, that was in T680.
Oh boy. Either way.
Either way though, yeah, you and I
Yeah, you
curled
and I
up.
sleeping together though, we sleep
That,
way better.
yeah, we slept like 15 or 16 hours straight.
We didn't even get up to go pee or nothing.
Nope,
No tossing and turning, nothing.
nope. We stayed in the same position
Yeah,
for 16 hours.
yeah.
You were on your back, and I was on my left side, rolled over you with my arm on your boob,
Yeah.
and my hand tucked up underneath you,
Yeah,
and we slept for 16 hours.
and didn't even move.
And then we woke up, we didn't even know where we were.
Yeah,
we were
we're
like,
like, what the
we're like, what? What's going on? What? Who?
I
And then
was.
once we gathered ourselves and sat there for a minute, we're like,
Oh, I think
let's
we're
go in
gonna
and get
be-
some breakfast.
Yeah, I think of the last 6 years we've been together, our driving and sleeping together was like our best time ever.
Yeah.
I don't like what we got going on now. Well, like,
And then, hey, it's the book we wrote.
Well,
What,
yeah,
what are we
yeah.
gonna do?
I mean, you know what I mean, though. Like, but like that time, like
Yeah, I know.
sleeping and
Yeah.
like all that was like the best time ever.
No, we
we're,
had-
we're better together, that's for sure.
no, I know. I'm just saying, it's like
No, I know.
we
it
got to
is what it
deal with
is.
what we got for now. It's like what it is. It's just
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like talking about Midtown, all that shit. You know, it's like whatever. You know, it is what it is. I'm just saying. I think the best us is when we can be together.
oh shit. John G sent us $10 for an OnlyFans preview.
Of
We're talking
vacuuming and toe
talking
picks.
about your big butt, camel toe, and fucking whatever.
But
I'm gonna all right. I guess I gotta exploit my wife for $10. Fuck,
for
man.
the butt all day, every day. Everybody's got a butt. You show your butt.
All right.
Look at that.
Bend it over a little bit. Give a little twerk. There you go. All right.
That's a hell of a shelf.
It is. If you didn't have the sweatshirt on, I guarantee you it'd be a hell of a shelf. Wait, back it up over here a minute. Let me. What? This is OnlyFans. $10 for John G.
Yeah, it's for John G. Because
Huh? 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 Huh?
Aw.
A little too much?
Out there.
A little too much? Sorry.
Maybe
That was
some
actually,
more.
that was giving me a stiffy. I'm sorry. John G's a lifelong fan. What can I do?
For John G. Yeah.
I didn't give full leather Cheerio. I just give a little bit of, San Andreas fault. It's all right.
For John G.
For John G, we do it. What are you gonna do?
That wasn't.
All the people that already dropped out.
Yeah,
You lost
sorry
out.
for you. That wasn't extreme. That was alright. That wasn't more than I do for my own kids.
No, that didn't make me uncomfortable. So
Well, that's all that matters, honestly.
I don't mind. It's okay.
As long as it doesn't make you uncomfortable.
That was very tasteful.
He's so full of shit. He's like, you got a wife, you got a whore for a wife. She's a whore.
Oh, it was hot, dude. I rolled.
What?
He said, very good, thank you so much, and that was very tasteful, thank you. I'd never contribute to discomfort.
Well, you gotta figure, dude, chicks in their bikinis these days.
Well, you
they
gotta
go
figure
way
that.
more than that.
Yeah, chicks walking around like naked on the beach. What's the difference?
Yeah, it's like they give it away way more than that.
Yeah.
Dude, young chicks these days, they give away way more than that for nothing.
You chicks
At
nowadays.
least I made $10 for it. Thank you. That paid for a third of my new underwear purchase I'm gonna make.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
right. She's gonna put on in her new order for
New Victoria's Secret.
Victoria's Secrets
That's
tomorrow.
all I buy.
Because all she buys is little G-strings and stuff like that.
And only from Victoria's Secret.
Which is actually a funny thing. When we first met, she was wearing like more thongs, like more fabric in
Yeah,
the
it
butt
was,
and
still
everything.
it was still thongs,
And
but not so
I
stringy.
told her one day, I'm like, no, you need to buy G-strings.
And
And she's
then
like, what do you mean? I do buy G-strings. Oh, no, you buy thongs. You got to buy G-strings. And,
The next thing you know, I fucking have strings.
Yeah, she-
Next thing you know,
then the next
I
thing, she
I
ordered a whole bunch of
married.
G-strings, and then she's like, "Oh my God, these are so great. These are so much more comfortable." And like, I'm at the point like when you got a little piece of kite string up your ass, they're like, "Do you really notice? Like, shouldn't you just be like no underwear at all at that point?"
No. It gives a little bit of difference between the seam in your pants. I mean, maybe not with yoga pants now these days. I can probably just go fucking bare ass. But when I was still working and stuff, it gave a little bit of, for the jean seam,
Yeah.
it gave a little bit of separation there.
Gotcha.
Plus, it just makes me feel sexier.
Just
I
it's
can
more
go
it's
commando.
more it's more scantily clad, so it like gives you that little feeling like, "Ooh."
Yeah, it's like I could go commando, but it's like, what's the fun in that? There's no thrill in that.
Wet spot, panty pudding, seeping through.
No, there's no thrill in going commando. You gotta have a little tiny bit of
Something.
what you got under there. What you got?
A little bit of mystery.
What you got there?
A little bit of mystery meat underneath the patch there, the little triangle.
When you got a little pair of pink panties and you got a little, little bulge going on. What's going on there? You can't just see it.
Oh, where you going with that camel
A
toe?
little tiny bit of mystery.
What you do with that camel toe over there?
What does that actually look like? Gotta keep the mystery alive.
Right? All right. I think we could wrap up on that. That was a hot one.
Yeah, probably.
It's been over 3 hours.
You're live.
Yeah, it's been over 3 hours. Getting to that point. Anyway, thank you, John, for checking in.
I love our solid 20.
Hopefully you'll go back on this live feed and do your little freeze frames and screenshots of what you gotta do. Right?
Giving them ideas now.
Yep. Screenshots.
That's worth more than $10.
Oof. -18. You can keep that all day, bro. So anyway, it's been over 3 hours. We're gonna go and check out though. It's time to probably start winding this one down for the night. hopefully truck will be out of the shop this next part of next coming week. And I'll be back on the road and doing our thing and doing all this shit and whatever and blah, blah, blah. What do you guys say?
Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and keep it potatoes, ditches, bitches.
So we'll check back later. All right?
Spring break. Psych.
All right. Catch you guys later.
Later. Bye.